Hi and welcome back. I'm Bliss.
And I'm Matt.
And we are the Powered Up Couple. And we're back again with some Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. And yeah, it feels like it's just never-ending despair right now, doesn't it?
Oh, we're not talking about real life. Come on.
It just feels like never-ending despair in the real world and in-game, which is a shame. But it's all good. So, from where we last left off, we have lost Hiyoko.
Oh no.
No more squish squish.
Oh no.
And
Hiyoko.
also, unfortunately, we have lost Ibuki Miura.
Oh.
Yeah.
I liked her.
She was cool. And yeah, so another double homicide for the Danganronpa games. Let's get into the deadly life and check it out. Let's not hang around.
I feel like surely they have double homicides in every game.
Yeah, they more than likely have to, because, you know, only so many things. So, let's get straight to it, guys. 2 body discovery announcements in a row. That means the hang body with a hemp bag on its head. Hiyoko's suspended body. Both of these bodies have been discovered at the same time. What is this?
What?
Hiyoko, and who the hell is that other one wearing the hemp bag?
Could it be?
2 victims? But when I was here earlier, I didn't see Hiyoko's body. I only saw that hang body over there. Not even 10 minutes passed, but still. Why? What is this? Impossible! It's impossible for killing to happen on this island!
Shut the hell up!
Shut up, idiot!
This is just...
For now, we should lower that person wearing the hemp bag to the ground. Leaving it like that, it's just too sad.
Yes!
But what about preserving the scene of the crime?
Damn it!
Who fucking cares about that?
There's a control panel for the background lighting on the wing of the stage. You can lower the body with that.
That one.
Fuyuhiko ran over to the wing of the stage and pressed a button on the control panel.
Just while we do that, we will also shout out thank you for the 2 follows we got on Monday. Unfortunately, it was after the stream that they came through. But thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you so much. And on that same note, we found out we hit an achievement. Unbeknownst to us. What's the name of that achievement?
I don't remember. It's
I think
Build
it's,
a Business Empire.
No, it's Build a Collaboration Empire or something like that.
Yeah.
Basically, we have been streaming on Twitch for 250 hours.
Not consecutively.
Woo! Yeah, obviously not. We're not like that. But woo! Yeah! And it's all thanks to you guys. You keep us going. You keep us powered up.
Oh, I like that.
With a motorized sound like the growl of a starving beast, the baton lighting slowly descended. When it descended enough for us to reach it, we all worked together to lower the body. Now, I'm going to take off the hemp bag, okay? And of course it's...
Old man with us.
Even though I expected it, I still didn't want to confront that reality. Under the hemp bag, there was no denying that the face I saw belonged to Ibuki.
Damn it!
Damn it!
It's all my fault. If only I did a better job watching over Ibuki. You're wrong. It's not your fault, Mikan. No wonder how we feel. The one at fault is...
What's the matter?
Jeez, it feels like someone died in here or something.
Hey!
So you finally showed up. The root of all evil.
What the heck?
How dare you call your big brother the root of all evil? I even went to the trouble of bringing everyone for you.
Bringing everyone.
Ah! Are you kidding me?
What the hell is going on here?
Ibuki and Hiyoko.
What?
So 2 people have been killed.
What?
Whoa there! That's not all. I've also summoned the other ones who are at the hospital.
The others.
This is troubling.
Looks like another serious incident occurred while I was unaware.
Damn it!
I can't believe it. They did such a horrible thing. Nagito, Akane, are you okay?
Huh? Of course.
What do you mean? Of course.
No way!
Are you talking about the despair disease? Jeez, you guys, that stuff is totally over now.
Hey! Over?
Yeah, 'cause I got bored.
That's for that silly reason?
And now that the killing has started, there's no need to keep that motive around anymore. Yeah, that despair disease is gone now, so you don't have to worry about it anymore.
What an asshole.
What'd you say?
What the heck? That's impossible. How can you spread a disease and cure it so easily?
Phew.
Huh, who cares about the itty bitty details? What matters is that that it's already been cured. So, let's get back to our main topic and proceed as usual. The Monokuma file!
See ya later!
I'll be waiting at the class trial. Do your best to investigate.
This cannot be.
Again? We have to do this again?
We have no choice. Like last time, if this means one of us killed these two, then we cannot let this be.
Why do we have to do this?
Thinking like that won't do anything. We have to do this. If we don't do anything, we'll all be executed.
What do you...
Abandon your overdependence and complaints this instant. Those have no place in this world.
What about Nekomaru? What's going to happen to him? Is he not going to participate this time? Is that even allowed? Nekomaru! Huh?
Weird.
That's strange. I'm crying. What happened to me?
Looks like the lingering after effects of the despair disease is nothing for you to worry about.
Hey.
Are you okay?
Yep.
Fortunately, it seems like I have nothing to worry about.
This is bad.
Since you have the liar disease, your after effect could be lies, maybe?
Leave it to me. Please leave Nekomaru to me. Everyone must focus on investigating, so I must do my very best. Alrighties. I will definitely bring back Nekomaru and win everyone's trust.
It seems we should leave Nekomaru to Monami. What about guarding this area? Do we still need it?
Damn it.
I'll stay. I still don't feel good yet.
It's better if I stay here too, right? I should perform the autopsy again, right?
Welcome.
Damn right.
Then I'll leave that to you.
Then let's get started, so we can end this nightmare for good. That's right. We need to end this. We need to finish this once and for all. I know there's no way we can believe that one of us did this, but for those two's sakes, we need to find the truth, and then we need to end this nightmare once and for all. So, clearly...
Like, I've been putting up with this for a while.
Hey!
But why is it so damn hot in here? I hate being hot.
It's because your clothes are so smothering.
I seriously can't stand it. I'll let you guys investigate this place.
And so, Kazuichi left the music venue under a cloud of grumbling complaints.
Grumble,
But
grumble, grumble.
it really is hot. In fact, it's swelteringly hot. Why is it this hot? No, before that, I need to check the Monokuma file first. There are 2 victims this time. Ooh. Ibuki Miyoda and Hiyoko Saionji. Ibuki Miyoda's cause of death was a crushed windpipe as a result of choking. There are no other external injuries. Hiyoko Saionji's cause of death was blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp-edged tool.
Oh.
It appears her death was instant.
Okay, she didn't suffer at least.
No. What the... Is that it? I already knew the cause of death from the beginning, so this isn't going to be a useful clue.
In fairness, it always gets less and more like useful, doesn't it, as it goes?
Actually, it's always useful because it's literally telling us stuff.
Well, no, I mean, like in the first game, it seemed to get less useful. Like it didn't give you as much information.
No, you have to find out more.
Yeah.
It's strange. Why did the killer kill 2 people?
Huh?
I mean, the more people you kill, the more clues you'll leave, right? So, I don't think it's really necessary to kill 2 people and take that kind of risk.
I agree with that.
Or was there a reason that they had to kill 2 people?
A reason for killing 2 people?
Regardless, something like this shouldn't be forgiven. So,
I'll definitely find out.
I will definitely find the truth behind this case.
I think.
That's what I think.
Seriously, I'd really prefer if she had a more confident sounding catchphrase. Alright. So, first and foremost, the broken machine.
The broke machine.
The shattered remains of a machine are spread all over the floor.
I see.
This appears to be the surveillance camera unit.
This Kazuichi put it in the music venue for communication purposes. Why is it destroyed like this?
Perhaps criminal psychology
is at play here. What do you mean?
Well,
Even if they know they are not being recorded, there is no way the killer would tolerate committing a murder in front of a camera.
So that is why they destroyed the camera. Seems plausible enough.
They'd hesitate to murder someone in front of the camera, and that's why the killer destroyed this? Then what was that thing I saw?
I feel like you should tell them about that. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, we never tell people. Well, you can't, because if the killer's amongst you,
Oh, they'd be like, meh.
it's like, I'm here and I know what's happening. Alright, let's go on the stage.
Okay, we got
I'm so sad. Some rope.
some hemp rope.
It's the rope that was tied to the baton lighting on the ceiling. Ibuki hanged herself with this rope and died.
From what I can tell, it looks like a regular length of rope with no unnatural features. But despite the fact that this music venue has a storage room, there shouldn't have been any rope in there. Which means, was it obtained from the supermarket? Did the killer bring it from there?
That means anybody could have obtained this rope, and it means it'd be difficult to use this as a clue.
I wonder if that's true.
Huh?
Oh, I just noticed a little something. Is it okay if I confirm it?
Hey!
Excuse me, Mikan! Do you have a moment?
What's happened?
There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right?
Well, yes. She had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself.
I see.
I see. So Ibuki died by hanging herself.
That was obvious the moment we discovered the body. You might not have seen it, but you all saw that she hanged herself. Hung herself.
Hanged is the right word.
Oh, okay.
Yep, right, you're right. Yeah, I got it. So this rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place.
Jeez, as usual, I have no idea what he's up to. But it is a vital clue. It's still the way she died.
Hemp bag.
I've seen this before. Ibuki had a hemp bag on her head and was hanging from the ceiling. But why did she have a hemp bag on her head? Wait, huh? Hemp bag. Upon further inspection, there's a Monomi decal on the fabric. Looks like this isn't just a normal bag. That came from the movie theatre.
There's only one as well.
Yeah. There's a massive candle positioned near the front of the stage. The dull light in the video must have been coming from this candle. Candle is huge, might be perfect for lighting, but they didn't need to bother using a candle. They could have just used the normal stage lighting. There's the step ladder. Oh, there's some blood on it.
Yeah.
The step ladder is tipped over on its side.
Why would there be blood on it?
This must be the step ladder that Ibuki used in the video I saw.
Isn't that a blood stain? Look, there's blood around the left side of the step ladder. As I recall, Ibuki didn't have any external injuries. If that's the case,
Then it must be Hyoko's blood.
Yep.
that's the only thing I can think of.
Bloodstain that probably belongs to Hyoko is on the left side of the step ladder. What does it mean? I'll look at Ibuki. Ibuki's body lay atop the stage. She's wearing the hospital gown she was wearing when she was sick. What's on Ibuki's feet? I didn't notice when she was hanging, but the soles of her feet are dirty. It's blood, right? There shouldn't be any external injuries on Ibuki. If that's the case, this blood belongs to someone else.
Blood on the soles.
Damn right.
Hey Hashime, can I talk to you for a sec? You already discovered the body before you met it with us, right?
Yeah, at first I didn't know it was Ibuki because of that hemp bag, though. But I knew right away she was dead since she was hanging from that rope.
Like,
Which means Ibuki must have died before Hyoko was tied up.
well,
That helps. There's no time of death written in the Monokuma file for this time. So I wasn't really sure who died first.
It's true, their estimated time of death wasn't written in the Monokuma file this time. But I should know when Ibuki died because I personally saw it. In that video, Ibuki was climbing the stepladder on her own, so right after that... Wait, hold on. If Ibuki climbed that stepladder and died right after, Does that mean she committed suicide? No, that's impossible, because even if Ibuki committed suicide, it doesn't explain Hiyoko's death afterward. 2 different deaths happened at the same time. There's no way that's a coincidence.
Also, she had gullibility, so...
Well, unfortunately, nobody thinks about that kind of thing, do they? There's a black curtain hanging at the far side of the stage. This curtain, it's not wide enough. It can't reach from from one edge of the stage to the other.
Huh? It's not really a full-length curtain.
This curtain wasn't originally here, right? If it was, it's strange that it doesn't fit properly.
It was probably obtained from the furniture section of the supermarket. See? The back of the curtain is taped for temporary use, just like the curtain at the supermarket.
So you're saying someone took the time to actually bring that curtain from the supermarket?
So, if they went that far, this was probably something that the killer really needed for this crime.
Why did they need it?
Who knows?
Well, it wouldn't be a mystery if the answers came easy. This is the thing. It's like, because we saw it. Now we gotta look at poor Hiyoko. Hiyoko's body is suspended against the pillar on the side of the stage. She's wrapped against the pillar with duct tape and she looks like she was forced to stand upright. Damn it, who did this? According to the Monokuma file, her cause of death was a slit throat. Her neck looks like it stopped bleeding, probably because of the duct tape around it. Why is Hiyoko's kimono like this? Her kimono is all disheveled. Also, her sash is tied in the front. Did the killer do this too? But when did the killer kill Hiyoko? When I first discovered Ibuki's body, I didn't see Hiyoko's body here. If that's the case, Hiyoko was killed. It must have been during the time I was getting everyone before I came back here. But that was barely 10 minutes. Is it really possible that the killer killed Hiyoko and taped her up in such a short amount of time? Even if it's possible, whoever did it would have had a narrow window of time to do so. Because the killer must be someone who doesn't have an alibi during that time, right? Also, why would you duct tape their throat?
Hajime, do you have a minute?
No. You're... fuck. You're in the way.
Now.
I don't wish to be in your way at all, but there's something I really need your help with.
Help?
Actually,
If you look closely, there's an unnatural shape bulging from inside Hiyoko's kimono. So I was thinking she might be hiding something.
Wait, hold on. Don't tell me you want me to search inside Hiyoko's kimono.
Huh? That's exactly it.
Why?
You should touch up the girl. I mean, well, it wouldn't have been a problem if she were alive. But she's dead now, you know?
Don't mess with me. Are you saying there's no problem with that now that she's dead?
Fine, if you don't want to do it, I'll just have to ask someone else.
hey!
Hey, Akane!
Yeah. What's up?
Hey,
Well, there's something I want you to do for me. It looks like there's something inside Hiyoko's kimono. So can you feel around for that?
What?
I don't really understand, but I just gotta check Hiyoko's kimono, right?
thanks.
Thank you, Akane. Helping each other is such a wonderful thing.
Now
You
then.
could learn a thing or two, Hajime.
Well, let's see. Akane reached through the duct tape binding Hiyoko as she stuck her hand inside her kimono.
Weird.
Damn it, she's tied up so tight I can't really reach with my hand. Oh wait, hold on.
Yo!
There's something. Is this what you're looking for? Is this a key?
Perhaps.
It looks different than the keys to the cottage, so this may be a key to our motel room.
Key to a motel room. Huh?
If her key was so deep inside a kimono that it'd be hard to remove, then it's very unlikely the killer tampered with this evidence.
Isn't that right?
Because if this was a trap, they would have put more towards the front of the kimono so we'd notice it easier.
Which means we can conclude this is something Hiyoko had with her all along.
Hotel room key.
Hey,
Also, it's not like I'm heading to that or anything. But you look like you were curious about the condition of Hiyoko's body, right, Hajime?
Of course, that's why I'm investigating.
It's true. There are several mysteries regarding her body,
well,
like how small it is and what kind of... Well, just hear me out for a second. Out of all those mysteries, what I think is the strangest is she's completely shaped. No, I mean,
see?
the way they wrapped her body with that duct tape. It's almost like they were trying to hide the wound on Hiyoko's neck, don't you think?
Hide the wound on her neck. Yeah, I was saying about that.
I don't really know if that was their true intention, but I guess it's a big help for our investigation. The reason for the low volume of blood is because the duct tape is acting as a compress, right? If her body was left alone after her throat was slit, The surrounding area would be a sea of blood.
Sea of blood, huh? The 2 dead bodies floating in a sea of blood. That's enough to make anybody faint.
Look, the temperature gauge.
AC. This looks like the music venue's AC unit. That's right, you might be able to adjust the hot air in the music venue with this. Alright, I should mess around with it a little, like so. It's running as a heater, over 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I know why it's so damn hot. I better turn off the heater for now. That should cool things off a little.
AC temperature.
Oh, the still thing, sorry.
Yeah.
There's a control panel on the wing of the stage. It seems you can use this control panel to raise and lower the baton lighting on the ceiling. In fact, we use this to lower Ibuki's hang body. Speaking of the lighting, the video of the music venue I saw. It had a dim candlelight ambience to it. It didn't look like this lighting was used at all. But why didn't they use the lighting? Was there some reason that would have inconvenienced them?
So you had.
I see. So you noticed it too, Fiend.
Huh? Noticed?
So you didn't notice. Other eyes, just little glass balls. Did you not even see my underwear when I gave you it? Take a good look at the baton lighting above your head. Have you not noticed that aberrant item?
Look at the baton lighting. You mean that? There's something that looks like black paper stuck to the baton lighting.
So you finally noticed.
But I can't really see it from here. I should lower the baton lighting one more time and...
I can see it!
There's no need. Go, Mirage Golden Hawk, Jumpy! Now is the time for you to take flight! Feast your eyes upon the brave souls of my 4 Dark Davids of Destruction.
A hamster launched itself from Gundam's hand and ran up to the baton lighting on the ceiling in a flash. Choo-choo! It started running around the stuck slip of paper in rapid circles, and then the paper floated downward and was deftly caught by Gundam.
Did you see that? Behold the power of the ultimate evil eye wielder.
That is amazing! I have never seen a hamster do tricks.
How pitiful.
They're my 4 Dark Davids of Destruction. Hamsters are merely their temporary form.
So what's with that paper?
Fine.
It seems to be some kind of thick paper, though it does not have any special spells scribed onto it.
That was close.
It appears it's nothing useful.
No, that's not it. There's no doubt this is some kind of clue. I mean, the fact that it was stuck in a place like that, no matter how we think about it, it's too unnatural.
Scrap of thick paper.
Yeah, because
Is that everything?
it would have been from there.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, like that one,
Yeah, that one's all torn.
and that one's not.
Yeah,
Oh, maybe I have to speak to Chiaki.
probably.
With her arms crossed and a thoughtful look on her face, Chiaki was silently staring at the stage floor. Did something drop on the floor there?
Nothing dropped. It's just dirty.
Dirty?
Hey,
See? Take a close look at the floor.
Yeah, the drag marks.
see?
If you look closely,
You're right, there's a smudge as if something was wiped off. Wait, this isn't something. Is this a blood stain?
Yep,
well, a blood stain isn't strange. Hiyoko's neck was slashed not far from here.
but still.
Rather, what's strange is, why did the killer try to hide it?
Hide it?
So,
If they weren't trying to hide it, they wouldn't have bothered wiping it off.
What?
The reason the killer wiped off the bloodstain, as long as the body's nearby, there's no way they'd be able to conceal the crime by wiping off a bloodstain.
Did you just realize
So,
something?
what was the killer trying to hide? Yeah. Yeah, I realised how they did it. I realised.
Was Hyoko's body laid down there?
Hiyoko's body was there the whole time. She was covered up.
Oh.
Because I saw the blood on the floor earlier. I was like, there's a door that's staff only. Looks like the inside is a storage room. I might as well investigate in here too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was covered up and then the killer pulled it off.
Hajime, just me, you, in the storage room.
Oh my
huh?
god, stop it. Don't do this to me. We're looking at stickers now. There's a lot of stickers with the venue's logo placed here. It's like they made a bunch of them and had too many left over. It feels somewhat depressing. Huh? Compared to last time, it feels like there are less stickers than before. Am I overthinking this? No. There's a lot. There's carpeting, wallpaper, and paint on the shelf. It's probably used for stage decorations. This thick black paper that's folded up on the lower shelf. It looks like wallpaper. There's a lot of stickers pasted all over the front sides of its wallpaper. And this edge of the wallpaper.
It's torn.
It looks a little torn, but what does this mean?
Well, if you put 2 and 2 together, Hajime...
No, we don't do that. Nagito, did you come here to investigate the storage room too?
I just wanted to confirm what you were thinking. You and me in the storage room together.
Is that it, or is he trying to stand guard here?
Hey,
So how about it? Did you find any clues? The tiptoe or stepladder on the stage, the duct tape binding Hiyoko. That probably all came from the storage room. There might be other things from the storage room that they used for the crime.
You always pretend to give me hints, but in the end you're just going to be on the killer's side, right?
I'm not siding with the killer, you know. I'm on the side of whoever kisses me best. Come on, Hajime. Act in the name of hope. That's all there is to it.
but...
That's the main reason why. This case is really special.
Huh?
Man,
But I can't say for certain, though.
What is this guy saying? It's usually not making any sense.
Hajime,
By the way, Hajime, I still don't quite understand the details of what happened.
right?
Hey, if you can explain it to me in detail, I think I'll be able to give you some more useful information.
Really? You might end up confusing us again instead. You don't want to find the truth, you just want to make us suffer.
How mean.
That's not true. I do this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh well. For the sake of everyone's hope, I'll gladly become the enemy. I won't even mind when I die, as long as it's in your arms. What's the main reason why? I can't overlook this case this time.
Huh? What does that mean?
Regardless, I guess you're not gonna tell me, huh? Then it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings.
Gut feelings?
Hey,
You should come by later, too. I'll go there first and wait for you.
Where exactly are you talking about?
Well, obviously the movie theater.
After he said that, Nagito walks out of my sight.
See you soon.
Movie theatre? Why, the sudden interest in the movie theatre?
It's weird how the light works in here, because it's just like an orb of squares.
You can see your whole body in this huge full-length mirror. It's probably used for checking costumes. With a mirror this big, it'd be easy to check how you look. I guess that's everything important in the storage room. I guess I should go back to the music venue. Yeah.
Is there anything else in the music venue other than talking to people?
Maybe.
Just talking to people, see
Probably.
what they found. Probably like Mikan and stuff. Because she does the autopsy, doesn't she, normally?
Sure.
If only I'd noticed sooner, Ibuki might have been saved.
Hey, when did you realize Ibuki was missing?
After leaving Nagito's room, I went to the on-call room, and that's when it came to me. And I should go check on how everyone in the hospital is doing one more time before I go to sleep. And so I went to the patient rooms and noticed that Ibuki was gone. So I quickly ran out of the hospital.
So that's what happened.
And then I saw Fuyuhiko in front of the hospital, so I asked him if he could help me look for Ibuki. That reminds me, where were you? I thought you were resting in the lobby.
That is a long story.
I'm sorry, it's not like I touched you or anything. There's no way to touch you because we've been together since this morning.
You're right, we were together until you went to the on-call room.
That's right, we were together until just a little before the morning Monokuma announcement. So I don't doubt you, I'm telling the truth. Is it alright if I continue with my autopsy? If you talk to me again later, I'll tell you what I know. So please spare my life at least.
What happened to not doubting me?
Sonia?
Something like this.
This has happened once again. 2 of my cherished friends died at the same time. I cannot believe it.
How cruel.
This is the place where Ibuki sang for Fuyuhiko. Hiyoko looked like she was having so much fun listening to her music. And now those 2 are no longer here. Such a tragedy.
I understand how you feel, but please, get a hold of yourself. 2 of our friends were killed. That's all the more reason why we can't just leave this alone, right?
So just as I thought.
We must do this then, for the sake of the 2 who have fallen.
Damn right.
Hey, Hashime, take a look at this.
What?
Huh?
Look what's in front of the door.
This is a drumstick, right? And it looks like it's broken. What happened to it?
Like...
If something like that was in front of the door, you think it might be a really big clue?
Why would this be a clue?
Hey.
Remember when we came to the music venue? If it won't open, the only thing we can do is force our way through.
I wonder if that's gonna be possible. Of the 4 of us, 2 of us are girls, you know.
It doesn't matter if you can do it or not. We have to try. Let's go. We'll all charge at the same time. Ready, set, go!
After Yahiko's signal, we charged into the door at full force. The door was locked when we tried to go inside, and the 4 of us charged into the door.
But when I examined it, I found out that this door doesn't have a lock at all.
Huh?
I get it.
The door is designed to be pushed open, and this is the shape of the handle.
I'm
If-
just rubbing my leg
Alright,
against
okay.
your knee.
I was confused. If a stick was used to bar the door here, well, don't you think it would lock the door and keep it from opening?
You mean you think this drumstick was used to lock the door?
The broken drumstick. The broken drumstick on the floor is in front of the door. Should be proof of that.
Then how was the killer able to get out?
Huh?
I mean, the music venue doesn't even have windows. This door is the only entrance. They locked the door from the inside. The killer wouldn't be able to escape outside.
Like...
Maybe. The killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue. And they waited until we were all at the scene of the crime to join us.
I get it.
You know? Don't they use tricks like that a lot in mystery dramas and stuff? If that's the case, there might be evidence of that around here somewhere.
Damn it.
Alright, I'm definitely gonna find it. I won't let the killer get away with this.
The killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue. Huh? Like you said, that might be possible, but
I've listened to the whole story.
I heard what you 2 were discussing.
Chiaki, that was a kind of cool entrance.
Well,
Objecting.
Besides the broken drumstick, I've also discovered something interesting.
What is it?
see?
Look, there's a weird glob where the right and left door touch. See?
You're right. What is this? It looks too firm to think it's rubber.
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't look like rubber, but...
As she said that, Chiaki bent down, scraping off the semi-transparent glob with her finger.
Yum.
Why are you putting it in your mouth?
It smells like workshop chemicals.
Workshop?
And this chewiness. I see, this thing may be a glob now, but that doesn't mean it was a glob from the start. For instance, if it was originally a liquid that hardened into this, it might be possible to apply it directly and smoothly in the gaps of the door.
What are you talking about?
Just as I...
She did that herself.
Oh.
Just as I thought, it tastes nasty.
Chiaki spat the glob out of her mouth and left the area. Besides that, a bit about the taste, it's okay to consider this some kind of clue, right?
Keep hold of it. You might need it, Hajime.
Alright, with this, we might be close to finish investigating the music venue. But I still need to talk to Mikan. I need to make sure I get those autopsy results from her. Alright, let's talk to Mikan again.
Mikan.
How about it, Mikan? Have you found out anything by now?
To tell you the truth, it's been very inconclusive.
Got it wrong!
But it's not my fault. This music venue is just too hot. But because of the heat, I can't estimate the time of death.
Because of the heat, is that possible?
If a body is overexposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine a precise time of death.
I see. That might have been the killer's goal. Yeah. Because so many people know about that.
Well, the fact that she brought it up.
They covered up their time of death by using the heater to make the inside of the music venue hot. But that's weird.
But
Even if this heat is the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death?
I agree. As long as I saw it, it should be clear what order the murders occurred. First was Ibuki, then Hiyoko.
And as long as this is an imitation murder, there shouldn't be any mistaking the order of murders.
Huh? Imitation murder?
Huh? You don't know, Hajime? I thought everyone already knew.
see?
It's a murder where the killer uses a creative work, like a song or a film, as an outline for their killings. It's so common in detective novels, mangas, and video games that you start to get annoyed by it.
How would an imitation murder be related to this murder?
Based on the killing order and the way they were killed, it's clearly an imitation of that movie.
That movie?
Good instinct.
The assumption is an imitation murder is the reason why the killer killed these two.
The goal was an imitation killer. Even so, why did they feel the need to do something like that?
Do you have a minute?
Excuse me, if this was really an imitation of that movie, then is it possible that one more person might have been killed?
This, too,
It's certainly
was the
conceivable.
will of causality.
If the killer wishes to complete the imitation.
Hold on a sec. What are you talking about? An imitation murder? One more person might have been killed?
Are you guys worried there's gonna be another victim? Then no worries. Things would get out of hand too fast if a bunch of people could be killed at once. I'm a real cautious fella, so I prepared a perfect countermeasure. Ahem. On this killing school trip, the same Blackened can only kill a maximum of 2 people.
You mean you've added another rule?
Yep.
Well, if killing everyone at once is okay, the Blackened would be able to secure an easy victory, right?
Yeah.
This new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains.
If it is a maximum of 2 people, then there will not be any more killings? Since you're here anyway, can I ask you one more thing? You know, I just want to confirm one of the class trial rules.
I see. As expected of you, you're strict about games.
Perhaps.
I don't want to consider this possibility at all, and I don't even want to think someone would do this. If 2 cases occur at once, what happens if there are 2 killers?
Eh?
So, like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Hyoko were killed by 2 different people. That would mean that 2 killers exist at the same time, but we can only vote for one person, right?
I am concerned.
If we can only choose one based on a majority vote, the other person could certainly achieve victory.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
See?
So, what happens in that case? What about a case where there's 3 incidents instead of 2, or 4 incidents overlap one another?
Silence!
Shut up! It's okay. I'll make extra sure that something like that never happens.
Hey,
Meaning, 2 killers can't exist at the same time. So it's safe to say that applies to this case too, right?
wow.
Eh,
I don't like
all
this.
right, fine. That's right. There's always one killer at any given time. Even if they had an accomplice, you'd have to figure out who the mastermind is.
We did that, didn't we, with Fuyika?
Man, I ended up giving you a huge hint. She made me say it. Gamer brains are not made to be underestimated. I should just shut up and go back to my cave.
I see, so there's no possibility for 2 killers to exist at the same time. With this, I guess that narrows things down a little.
Yep, that makes things a little easier.
Fine.
Plus, if the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people,
Taste
it means
your
a 3rd victim would be
powerlessness.
impossible. Imitation murder breakthrough.
You guys keep saying that and it sounds strange to me. What do you guys mean by imitation?
Could it be you haven't seen it?
Seen it? Seriously? Seen what?
So, like I said, that movie.
Oh my.
When we first explored this island, Monokuma was passing out invitation tickets.
Then the imitation is...
Good instinct.
Of course, it's an imitation of that movie.
Well, based on the murders this time, it closely resembles that movie, as if they were copying it.
as if they copied the movie. I see. Nagito mentioned something about that.
It can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feeling.
Gut feelings?
You should come by later, too. I'll go there first and wait for you.
Where exactly are you talking about?
Well, obviously the movie theater.
I see, so you haven't seen it. Still, it's not too late, I think. It's probably a good idea if you watch that movie before the class trial starts.
Looks like I need to do that.
Then I should get going too. There are other places I want to investigate. Where do you intend to go next, Chiaki? Probably the hospital, for sure. The first victim, Ibuki, was there. I don't know what was going on at the hospital in the first place.
You are right.
Thanks to that despair disease, we could not go there for some time.
She's right. It might be good for me to investigate the hospital too. There might be some clues related to Ibuki's death. For clues related to Yoko's death, I should try going over to the motel. There's still a lot of things I can do before the class trial. I'll definitely give it my all until the end.
What's the plan?
Let's go see that movie. I feel like that's going to take the
That's
longest.
to the left.
Is it? Let's go, Hoko Chocos. Whatever we run into first, which will probably be the hotel, naturally. Oh no.
Hospital.
Okay, it's the hospital first then.
Oh, there's a hidden Monokuma here.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, the chubby cat. I feel like I should talk to you both, but I don't want to.
Nope, not allowed.
You bastards. Okay, let's talk to Kazuichi Soda.
Hey.
Nope. It's me, sorry. Hey, you prepared that surveillance camera unit, right?
Hey.
Yeah, so? I didn't make any weird modifications or anything, so it's not like I'm suspicious or anything.
Didn't you get this from that shady looking alley where all those machines were lined up?
Right.
Yeah, I just tweaked it a little.
Then, if there are other surveillance camera units, would it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras too?
Man.
No, that's impossible. Originally, surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only used as part of the same unit. The video that was filmed from the hospital camera can only be viewed in the hospital monitor. The video that was filmed with the music venue camera can only be seen with the music venue monitor.
Hey.
But if I left it like that, we wouldn't be able to communicate, so I decided to swap the cameras.
So that's how you guys were able to view the hospital footage from the music venue and vice versa.
However, each surveillance camera unit manages its broadcast based on a specific number. So even if you're bringing the same model camera or monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal.
Meaning, even if another surveillance camera exists, it'd be impossible to broadcast with it.
However, I did just swap the cameras. I modified them to increase their wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't be able to use it.
You're right, you did work on that.
Well, I feel like I haven't been here in a while, even though it's only really been a few days. Okay, can I now?
I think you can leave that now.
No, I can't. I need to look at the surveillance camera
again.
separately. There's a surveillance camera unit on top of the reception desk. As long as the music venue surveillance camera unit is destroyed, it's impossible to broadcast with this.
Hajime.
Hey, Hajime, there's something I wanted to ask you. You first discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue, right? But why did you go to the music venue? You had a reason for that, right? Did you see something with this camera?
That's right.
Oh, I also wanted to ask you that. It'd be different if the surveillance camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions.
Hey.
Tell me, Hajime.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw a strange video in that surveillance camera unit.
Hey.
It showed the music venue stage. There was a black curtain hanging like there is now. But the whole display was pretty dark because they were just using candlelight. There was a rope hanging from the ceiling, and beneath that, there was a stepladder on the floor. And right away, a person wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head appeared. I didn't know who it was because their face was covered, but now I know that must have been Ibuki. She walked straight to the stepladder and without any hesitation, she climbed that stepladder of her own free will, and then she grabbed that rope, and that's all I saw. The candlelight being used must have been snuffed out or something, because the screen went dark all of a sudden. It wasn't displaying anything anymore.
Man.
Well, if the candlelight goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared function, so things can still show up even in the dark. But the one I got from the machine alley was a really old model.
Hold on.
Well?
At the time you said you didn't know the person wearing the hemp bag was Ibuki, right?
Yeah.
You didn't know it was her, but you saw she was trying to hang herself. So you rushed over to the music venue to try to stop her?
But I didn't make it in time.
Hey.
Still, if she climbed the stepladder on her own, does that mean she committed suicide? Would that mean she's her own killer?
Ibuki committed suicide. What do you think, Chiaki?
There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the stepladder on her own, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt.
If so...
You.
Hey, don't think for so long. If you don't know, just be honest about it.
Well, of course she doesn't. There's no way we'd be able to figure that out so easily.
Oh, Oh yeah, I need to investigate the conference room on the second floor. I'm heading over there.
What the heck? She ran away all of a sudden.
She said the conference room, but why would she mention the conference room all of a sudden? Also, I might just be overthinking, but does she seem a little upset?
Yeah,
Now,
let's go to that conference room.
yeah. Let's go.
Oh,
Akane, why are you here?
teleportation.
How dare you? You little tartlet. How dare you? Oh, that was weird. I can't deal with that. Here's the conference room. Wow. There's nothing there. Wow. So there's the staff room, and here's the... So that's where the on-call room is, and here's the conference room.
Monokuma's in here.
What's this? It's pitch black. I can't see anything. Where's the switch?
Don't turn it on.
Huh? Chiaki, are you there?
Yes. If you turn on the light, it's gonna be fully exposed. It'd be embarrassing.
What's fully exposed?
Hey, Hajime, if you poke out your eyes, you can turn on the light.
What are you
gonna do? Are you gonna poke them out?
I'm not gonna poke out my eyes.
Aww. Bummer. Troll fail.
And as soon as she finished saying that, I heard the dry sound of curtains being drawn. There was a flash of intense light that stung my eyes a little. I squinted my eyes until they started adjusting to the light.
Oh, she likes you.
And I saw Chiaki had finished opening the curtain that was covering the window.
Hey. Were you surprised?
Surprised? I didn't get it.
Well, I got it.
Got what?
See? The curtains in this conference room are designed to completely block out light. There's a projector in here, so they were probably careful about light shining through. See? A black curtain that blocks light, and it's also long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect.
Black light blocking curtain, that's why it was so dark. So, is something wrong with it?
I'm still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret.
Yep, she's upset. But still, what was all that about? That bit about being embarrassed if I look in troll fail.
Nope. I just wanted to mess with you.
Yep, she's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish?
In the rafters.
I see him.
I've been found.
Oh,
The sneaky bee.
he sounds so sad. He's like, oh, I've been found. And it's like,
That
yeah.
was a good impression.
It's a projector. Well, it's not strange for it to be in a conference room after all. This probably isn't a clue. I should look somewhere else. Desk? It's a folding desk. They probably arrange these inside the conference room during meetings. There's nothing that catches my eye.
Look at the actual curtain itself.
Yeah. So this was the light blocking curtain. That's why it was so pitch black.
Oh, there's the other window.
It's a really big window. The room looks more spacious thanks to that.
It's just her, isn't it?
Possibly. Hey, did something make you angry?
That's wrong. I'm not angry, I think.
Well, you are, aren't you? If you're not angry, you wouldn't have done something so weird.
Yep. Yeah, I'm already over what happened earlier, so you don't have to worry about it. I think.
Is she teasing me?
Well?
I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Weird.
I think it's the motion of the black curtains.
Yeah.
This isn't a room for patients. It looks more like an on-call room for hospital staff. But all this cluttered medical equipment makes it look like a storage room. If this is the only on-call room, working at a hospital must be tough work. So if a room like this exists, that means there used to be people here, right? Seriously, what the heck is going on with this island? Medical equipment and nursing tools. There's a lot of other medical stuff here too. This room looks like it's used to store equipment. There's nothing particular that catches my eye. There's a bed. It resembles the ones in the patient's rooms, but these are probably for breaks. Now's not the time for rest. I should go back to investigating. Doesn't really look used. Whoop. Whoop de whoop. Oh. Ghosty boys. I bet I need to talk to him. But Matt's not here right now. So we'll just take a moment to enjoy the ambiance. Oh god, there's handprints on the thing. I only just realised. I have been given instructions to do the voice acting. Originally, surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only used as part of the same unit. I can't do Shaggy's voice. It's hard. The voice that was filmed from the hospital camera can only be viewed on the hospital monitor. The radio that was filmed with the music venue camera can only be seen on the music venue monitor. But if I left it like that, we wouldn't have been able to communicate. So I decided to swap the cameras. So that's how you guys were able to view the hospital footage from the music venue, and vice versa.
Huh?
However, I didn't... Oh, I think he said this before. Okay, so I didn't need to talk to him. Ha. 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 Okay, well, what else could that be? There's no doubt a big kind of slot. If so, it would mean... But is that really it? Rules. There's a paper on the bulletin board. Apparently it's hospital notice. Precautions. Eating and drinking is forbidden within the hospital building. Also, disregarding patients need to be accompanied of night stays by non-patients or expressly forbidden. Apparently, only one person can accompany the infected thanks to Monokuma's selfish rule. Unless it's telling me I'm supposed to speak to Akane.
Now then.
Phew, I'm finally getting back to my normal self.
Right.
Hajime, help me out with my recovery. You can touch my boobs if you win. No thanks. She was bearable when she was quiet. It'd be so much better if she was still feeling the after effects. She'd beat me up if I said that out loud. Anyway, why are you here? Well, I've never been sick or hurt before, so I had no idea, but hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking I might as well keep wearing one. Don't tell me you plan to wear hospital gowns from now on. That's the idea, but it looks like they're out of stock. It looked like there was one gown for each patient's room, so I thought there'd be more in the empty rooms. There weren't any gowns? Yeah, that's right. Ibuki died wearing one, so the only one left is the one Nagito was wearing. If I have no choice, then I should just use Nagito's. It's a unisex size, so I'll probably be able to fit in it. Hold on. What happened to the gown you were wearing? Are you saying I should wear the one I already wore? That's gross. Wearing clothes someone else was wearing is even grosser.
Like...
No time to dilly-dally. I totally left Mikan back at the music venue. Crap, I gotta go back soon. Well, it's okay since I already investigated the music venue. Leaving on our guard duty was a bad idea. I guess I'm done investigating the hospital. I should move on to a different place. Oh my god, I had to speak. Oh no. I am so sorry, guys. My, Kazuichi Soda voice was terrible and I didn't even have to do it. I apologize. Kinda. Maybe. I kinda maybe sorta apologize. Oh yeah, and since he's not here, I need to check my pet. Piggy. Just in case she did a poop at me. Okay, so that's Central Island. Oh, here's the movie theatre.
Hello there.
Why, hello there, Hajime. I knew you'd come here. That means you noticed it too, right? The case this time is an imitation case, in which the killer used that movie as their theme. I wouldn't know. I haven't watched that movie yet.
I see.
I see. Then you really should watch this movie first.
Hey!
Hey! Manager! A customer's here!
Did you call me?
Yes, did you call me?
What?
Huh? Hajime's the customer.
Do you have a problem with that?
What are you gonna do?
You said you didn't want to watch it, but I knew you wanted to see it all along. If that's what Sundre Hajime looks like, then you're a really tough guy.
You were so devoted to being Tsundere, you even bought a Monokuma sticker for $1.5 million.
Huh? You paid $1.5 million for a sticker?
It's nothing.
Listen up!
In exchange for not watching this movie, Hajime paid $1.5 million for a Monokuma sticker. Come on! Since we're talking about it anyway, why don't you show it to Nagato?
Stop it! But my resistance was in vain, and Monokuma reached into my pocket and took the sticker.
Ta-da!
See? It's this one.
I'm sorry, I was born stupid.
You bought this for $1.5 million?
But in the end, he's still gonna watch the movie.
But who cares about that anymore? Just hurry up and give me an invitation ticket.
Here!
Okay, here you go. It already says on the invitation ticket, but it's only effective today at this time. By the way, I can only give away one ticket per person, so you only have one chance to watch it for free. I've already stamped today's date onto the ticket, so you won't be able to cheat.
Don't worry, I only plan to watch it once.
Look forward to it,
Then I'll go prepare the projection reel. Please wait a bit, okay?
Hey,
Hajime, about the invitation ticket, I strongly recommend you keep that safe.
Huh? Why?
No reason. Just think of it as a protective charm.
Movie invitation ticket.
I guess I should just wait until Monokuma finishes his prep.
So you really spent $1.5 million on
That reminds me, that item should be on top of the counter.
the bag?
This one looks like a tote bag made of hemp cloth with a decal of Monami's face on it.
Ah, did that catch your eye? It's an all-purpose tote bag, useful for a variety of common tasks. It's a limited item. Only one person can have it.
If the tote bag is gone, that means...
What's this?
Whoa there! Were you interested in buying that tote bag?
Too bad.
Well, that's just too bad. It's already sold out.
Who'd you sell it to?
You're so
Stupid.
stupid.
There's no way I'd fall for that. There's no way I'd say something that reveal who the killer is.
So the killer bought it.
Shocking.
Ah,
I remember you said there was only one because it's a limited item, right?
it's not limited to one. It's more like it's limited to one person.
What's the difference?
Hey,
When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to make customers with bonus prizes.
For some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off.
Monokuma's account.
well now.
Now then, I should forget of that. I carelessly made a slip of the tongue.
Now then.
Looks like the preparations are complete. So please enter the theater right away.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
This is exciting. Exciting! Waka wa.
Oh my god.
Persistent. Waka wa.
Anya!
We've been watching Spy Family.
We have been watching Spy Family.
Waka wa. I imagine it made that noise actually.
Yep.
I apologize for keeping you waiting. World famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduced American audiences to tears. The Wizard of Monami 2.5D will be screening shortly.
From the title alone, I have a bad feeling about this 2.5D. That sounds so half-assed.
Now then, please
Now
relax
then,
and enjoy
please relax
the
and enjoy the film.
No.
I can't wait.
Monokuma was born in a remote village full of old people because the death rates outpaced the birth rates. One day, Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during a routine military exercise. And was whisked away to Monami's country. Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to pestering the old people for change. So he began his journey to see the wizard Monami, who was rumored to grant any wish one desires. Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends. Monokuma met a Monami scarecrow who was missing a brain. When he recommended that she commit suicide, the Monami scarecrow hanged herself and died. He also met a Monami lion who was missing her courage, so he pumped her full of arrows. He also met a Monami tin man who was missing a heart, so Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron. After a lot of other stuff happened, Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monami, the great and powerful. Eventually, one thing led to another, and he started beating the crap out of Monami. And in the end, he somehow usurped the kingdom from her. With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people, took their pensions, and lived the rest of his days in luxury. And he lived happily ever after. The end.
Phew! Man, movies are the best. That drama was so moving that I needed 2 boxes of tissues. One for each head.
So,
Now then, let's meet again at the class trial.
Jesus.
bye-bye.
Goodbye, bye. Bye.
You're too disgusted to even let out a sigh right now.
That's all I can say to describe the situation.
How was it? Actually, I don't even have to ask. I totally expected your reaction.
That was honestly the worst movie I've ever seen. Is it even okay to call that a movie?
Wow, critiquing a movie. Not cool, Hajime. But thanks to that movie, now you know, right?
Yeah. Just like he said, the characters who were killed in the movie match the victims in this case. Ibuki's death by hanging matches Scarecrow's death in the movie. Not just that, but Hiyoko's suspended body matches the lion's death too.
But
It would have been a complete imitation if the killer killed 3 people, but it seems that wasn't possible. Perhaps the killer is upset about that right now. Or...
If the killer's main goal was just an imitation murder, they should be upset about it, but I'm not sure if that's even true.
The Wizard of Monami.
Last place, the motel.
Here it is.
Really is far away, isn't it?
Well, it's to the right instead of the left, but it was 2 to the right.
I just remembered, I never went inside any of the rooms in the motel, so I don't even know where Hiyoko's room is. Might be faster to just ask someone.
damn right.
Hey, Hajime, can you explain it to me again? What happened when you first discovered Ibuki's body?
It was the same as when I found it with you guys. Ibuki's body was hanging from the baton lighting. However, there was no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to get you guys. I met up with Chiaki at this motel, and when we were about to go back to the music venue...
You met it with Mikan and me.
When we went back to the music venue, the entrance door wouldn't open for some reason.
I see.
So we had no choice but to break down the door and discover Hiyoko's body was suddenly there too.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Hey,
This is the most important part. When you arrived at the motel, who else saw you besides Chiaki?
As I recall... Didn't you hear me? A body was found!
Body? Yeah!
Could it be? Do you intend to spread lies like Nagato in order to confuse us all?
Besides Chiaki, I also saw Gundam and
I
Monami.
see.
I see. So Kazuichi and Sonia didn't appear, huh?
Do you think those two are suspicious?
Well, Hyoko's killed. Between the times you saw Ibuki's body and when we broke down the door, right? So obviously those two are the most suspicious, since they weren't here with us.
That might be it, but...
While we're at it, let me tell you my alibi, too. When the morning Monokuma announcement woke me up, I went straight to the hospital. I saw Mikam panicking in front of the hospital. I asked her what was going on. She said Ibuki disappeared.
So, you guys split up and looked for Ibuki, huh?
Well, yeah.
While we were circling the island, we came to the motel and saw you guys there.
Did you see anyone else while you circled the island?
Well.
No. We went to the movie theater and that street full of machines to look for Ibuki, but we didn't see anyone. Are you implying I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into anyone? It's unreasonable of you to doubt me. The time that Mikan and I were on our own looking for Ibuki wasn't very long. In that short time, there's no way I could have killed Hyoko and wrapped her around the pillow with duct tape.
It's true. I feel like there wasn't enough time to do that after I left the music venue. But the fact is, Hyoko was killed and we did discover her body.
What? You still doubt me?
Jeez.
Well, I'm used to it. It's true that I've done things that I deserve to be doubted for. So don't worry, even if you doubt me, I don't plan on dismembering you and encasing you in concrete.
I'd want to know in advance what I'd have to do to end up like that.
Oh, you leveled up, you're level 42.
Ah, bitchin'.
42 is the number for the light universe and everything.
So you have a
You're here, right? Come on out.
Huh? Are you talking to me?
I can see you. Did you really think you could hide your presence like that?
I wasn't trying to hide in the first place. Hey, which room was Hyoko staying in?
Listen well.
Open the door to the center room. However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear, and you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear.
I wonder, how does this guy talk to his parents and teachers? So...
That one.
Looks like it's locked, but
We
he
got
was
a
inside a
key.
kimono. Maybe if I use this. Open, just as I thought. Key was Hyoko's room key. Alright, I should go inside. It's a pretty drab room.
Yeah.
So, Hyoko was staying here. She only stayed here a few nights, so it doesn't really feel like her room, but I feel a little conflicted.
Oh my!
Huh? Did the door open? Yeah, Hyoko put the key in her kimono, so I used that to open it.
I see.
What? Did something happen?
No, it is just... I am starting to believe it might be my fault.
Her fault? What does she mean?
Before you speak to her, angle the camera to look into the bathroom the other way.
Ah, it's on the toilet.
You found me.
No.
Yay.
Okay, let's talk to Sun.
The moment Hyoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room.
She was afraid of the despair disease, so she was cautious of you guys too, right?
However, her fear of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself in her room. She had another reason.
Besides that disease, what other reason would make her lock herself in her room?
Perhaps. Her kimono.
Her kimono?
Yesterday I went to go talk to her. Since she had been in her room for some time, I told her it might be good for her to go outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence it was not locked at that time. And then I saw it.
A nude body.
Hyoko was crying and struggling with her kimono sash. She did not want to smell bad, so she took a shower, but then she could not tie her sash anymore. Mahiro is no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono, huh?
You are right.
The others might have thought it just a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her. Hyoko told me that she learned how to tie her sash from Mahiru, but Mahiru kindly taught her the basics.
That's why she wanted to be able to tie her sash on her own.
Perhaps.
She probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it, especially since Mahiru taught her. I could not really understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did.
What did you say?
Hyoko, by chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it! Because Mahiru taught me. That's why I can do it on my own.
If that is the case, How about you do it someplace where there is a mirror? Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue? If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be successful. Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health.
If only she kept herself in her room.
And that was when she kicked me out.
It cannot be.
Could it be Hiyoko remembered that?
Are you saying she went to the music venue to wear a kimono? Shut up, I dribbled. Leave me alone.
What are you dribbling?
I can see that happening. Shut up. Hiyoko locked her room and made sure she put the room key inside her kimono. I can't imagine that she was abducted by someone.
You're dribbling
So,
over
that's
not
weird.
being able to put her kimono on.
No, I didn't swallow spittle.
You would say that.
Hey, did you tell anyone about that before the incident, or was someone listening in on your conversation?
I never told this to anyone, and I do not believe anyone was listening in on our conversation.
Nobody knew. If that's the case, how did the killer know Hiyoko was going to the music venue? Something's wrong.
Maybe the killer didn't know. Thing. You get that thing?
There's a mirror, but it's so small and rusty. There's no way anyone can use this. I don't see anything else that looks suspicious. There's no sign that someone made a mess of her room. I don't think she was forcibly abducted. I feel like I couldn't really find any important clue. Oh well.
Last trial time.
It is. But we've found out the most important bits of information.
Yeah, she couldn't tie a sash. What a stupid bitch.
How's everybody doing? It's me, Monokuma! Yay! Awesome! The class trial's gonna start, you know. So, make sure you guys come to Monokuma Rock ASAP! I'll see you soon!
It's already time. So, this again. I need to go to that place. Again. Now's not the time to be a coward. The reason Ibuki and Hiyoko became victims, in order to find the truth, the only thing I can do is go.
Then go.
Go, go, Power Rangers!
In fairness, not a bad time. We're only like an hour and 15 it's taken us to do the
It's
investigation.
been a lot quicker on this investigation, hasn't it?
Yeah, feels like. There's a lot less back and forth thing.
Yeah, well, less people to talk to.
Yeah, that's also a big part of it. The thing is, I think you're like equidistant from either side of it this time. Do you know what I mean? No, you don't want to go to...
Oh.
Keep going. Oh, check your pig, though, before you get there.
Oh my god. I did that earlier, you know, because I said in, you know...
Oh, it's still doing good. Hey, piggy.
Piggy me. Oh, right, it was here.
Yeah. It's on Jabberwock Isle.
Oh. Herp derp derpty derp.
No one expects you to remember.
No.
Least of all me.
I forget. Everyone who heard the announcement had gathered in front of Monokuma Rock, and soon enough...
Welcome!
Is everybody here? Do you guys want to go to the class trial?
Wait! Hey, jerk! Hold it right there!
Monomy's
What?
such a
Don't
dumb
get in my way.
child.
You're just a dumb little sister who's a fjord of you brain cells.
Hey!
My brain works just fine!
Hey!
Monokuma, what did you do with Nekomaru?
I see. So you've come to avenge him.
Avenge? That sounds like he died!
Sounds like you say. Oops. Anyway, since Nekomaru is unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent.
Bye-bye!
Well then, I gotta go first.
I won't let you.
Ah, hold on! I won't let you escape!
He's gonna tie it up again. Hey, did you hear what he said?
Huh?
Don't worry about it. There's no way Nekomaru is dead. He's just trying to piss us off.
Damn it!
Of course he's not dead! There's no way! Not in a million years!
Well,
More importantly, it's best to be worried about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nakamura will die.
Why are you so excited about that?
how about it?
Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing the poetic justice prevail. What are you saying, fiend? You'll find out soon enough.
See?
Then, let's go.
I'm gonna do it!
Alright, let's hurry up and get this over with! Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, there's less complaining about going in as well this time.
Yum, 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 yum.
Roar.
Rawr.
What's that?
Dinosaur.
The dinosaur.
It's a dinosaur.
Oh,
Rawr.
a dinosaur.
We stepped onto the escalator and ascended towards the gaping maw of Monokuma Rock. And that's when I suddenly noticed it. I noticed our lined up silhouettes keep getting smaller and smaller.
That's because more people keep
But
dying.
I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward.
It's sound logic sometimes.
It's pretty sound logic. When everyone was inside Monokuma Rock, the elevator began its deep descent as usual. Shut up. Don't bully me. But nobody said a word. As we stood there trying to figure out what to say to each other, the elevator descended deeper and deeper. Ooh, pet the cat, pet the cat, pet the cat, pet the cat. And when it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. The elevator doors opened slowly, almost tantalizingly so. Light poured through from the other side, eroding the boundaries of darkness. And I walked into that place.
Ooh. My! It feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats.
Well, 2 people got killed at the same time, and Nekomaru's not here either.
Hey!
Is Nekomaru really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him.
No, no.
Why bother?
What?
Well now.
Now then, let's begin. It's the beginning of the long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy it to your heart's content.
I will. And so, the curtain to the 3rd class trial was about to open. Ibuki Miyoda, the ultimate musician. She was really loud, but she was the mood maker of our group. When I was with her, all of my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. Hiyoko Sayananji, the ultimate traditional dancer. Just from looking at her adorable face, you'd never know she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed. But she was trying to change herself, and she was desperately trying to come to terms with Mahiro's death. The person who killed those 2 is among us. And they're pretty sus.
Sus baka.
I definitely can't believe it.
Oh wow, a lot of people on that page are dead.
But whether I believe it or not is irrelevant. Oh, Jesus.
And half
Unless,
that one out.
I know, unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. That's why I must find out no matter the cost. For our sake. For our friend's sake. For Ibuki and Hyoko's sake.
Yeah, mainly Ibuki's.
And so, the curtain to the 3rd class trial was about to open. This life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair has
Hope
begun.
and despair.
Let's save. Alright, calm down.
What? I love hope and despair. Almost as much as I love Hajime.
Bro.
Yay, we actually have an ability.
Yeah, that's it.
It makes the silencer better.
Awesome. I look forward to that.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh well, who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already!
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out. You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Empty head? Huh. What's wrong with that? Listen up! The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
I like that.
I think it's something else that's stuffed with dreams.
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those 2 can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5
We
in
can
the
go through this
motel
fast,
team
in
were
fairness.
myself,
This is stuff we already know.
Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
People watching may
Spending
want to
the night
know.
at the hospital was prohibited.
Good point.
So Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up.
and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room, since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story! And then what did you do, Hajime?
I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling. I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone. So I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko. So I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
Various ways?
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the four of us broke down the door. And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hiyoko's. And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so, we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
Of course Nagito decides to throw a fucking spanner in the works. Huh?
Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now. And the story I just heard is clearly suspicious. Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
Lie? Why would I lie?
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Do you doubt me?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it. Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
Oh my god, Nagito. It's just as Kazuichi said, Nagito is the kind of guy who'll just confuse us and make matters worse. Damn it, I shouldn't have explained it to Nagito. I'm in trouble now thanks to that.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
I think you've gone now. Well,
obviously, because
yeah,
he's the
it gives you
killer.
more time if you notice.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie
I
means
know.
it probably is Hajime's fault.
I'm a witch. I like to let it run through, remember? I'm not the killer, there should be a contradiction somewhere. I need to find that and break through.
Hajime's testimony is...
Meow.
That would
Ready,
also...
kid, you gotta shoot through two
After all,
pieces of white noise.
Well, obviously...
Did Hajime...
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie...
Ow!
No, that's
Get
wrong!
hacked. Sorry, I shouldn't get so excited.
It's only because you're doing it against
I'm
Nagito.
not the killer. I mean, there's
Isn't
no
it?
way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
Huh?
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that. Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time.
Damn.
Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which
Sometimes
means
he's
there's
doing
no
it so
way
that you're
Hajime, who
Cleared.
never saw
Cleared.
the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. Or did anyone
So
tell
he is
him
actually
what
doing a
happened
good
to
thing.
him?
He's just being a dick
Of
about the
course
way
no
that
one
he's doing
did,
it.
right?
Hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
Nagito, what are you doing?
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation. It also provides a good warm-up.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
Ha! Yes, it is.
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
What a waste of time.
What now then? Since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it. Ibuki committed suicide.
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide ain't possible, huh?
I do the thing.
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is.
It's not
The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's
3
possible.
minutes.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean, a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
They were?
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two! Sonia and Kazuichi!
Me too?
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that.
I appreciate
And
these
if Akane
trying.
and Nagito
But
were
the
laid
thing
up in the
is, it only has
hospital,
one entrance and
the
exit.
only person that leaves is
And
one
we
of you.
saw Sonia and Kazuichi come in.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru. Me too!
Hey, why are you talking like... Huh? You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
Please stop making bad jokes.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall.
But what I
Is
mean
this
is, like,
his
he's trying his
professional
best, because this is the first time he's actually been on side for it.
Yeah. The killer was inside the music venue. Fuyuhiko obviously thinks so, but is that really it?
No.
No, it's not possible.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together
Hiya!
and suddenly appeared.
It's alright, Dan. We believe
They
you.
looked like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
But also welcome.
Welcome. That person's remark contradicts the truth. I should be able to prove it with my evidence.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside.
No.
No, that's wrong! Hold on a second. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
From the outside? How?
There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
Semi-transparent glob? Like rubber, maybe?
It wasn't rubber at all. That semi-transparent glob was probably goo.
I see.
Goo.
It was
Glue.
No, it's goo. We both said
Must
goo.
have been glue.
Yeah.
Glue?
Here.
Yeah, I think so too. It had a
Yeah,
firm,
she ate it.
gel-like
She enjoyed it.
cheminess. And I could
So it
smell
tasted
workshop
horrible.
chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth. Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
You shouldn't eat glue.
I didn't know glue was edible.
It's not.
It's
I
not.
believe it is not something one typically
Oh,
eats.
actually, no. Glue is edible because people eat glue.
Yeah, it's not.
It's
really.
not.
That
It's
glue
not
was
something
only
you should
applied to
eat.
the areas where
It's like
both
people eating
doors
their own hair.
touched. By pouring it
I
in the
eat
gaps of the
people's hair.
closed door,
Delicious.
it must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
And thanks to that, a glob
Terrible,
of glue was
terrible,
left where
though.
the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly. But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know? That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so? It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Apologize to Miss Sonia. And me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
So, during the 10 minutes
Like
Hajime
a circle.
left the venue, the killer murdered
Circles have
Hiyoko
two
and
sides.
created a closed space?
Damn you.
And they also taped her up after killing her,
Inside and
right?
outside.
Even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
That was a weird thing to say.
Yeah.
But
Earlier.
when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
Yeah.
That's right, but
That's what the hamsters
what
got
is
us.
this scrap anyway?
Jumpy
That
got it.
scrap that was stuck on the baton lighting in the music venue. Now I should be able to
Jumpy.
figure out what it is. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Hamster litter.
Litter? Hamster? Oh god, it's not even giving me any clues.
Ruh.
Is it square? I guess it is, isn't it? No.
Oh, that's how you get it.
Oh no, it's X.
Okay, you wouldn't want that W though. Because it's... Ruh. Ruh.
Can't spell.
Ah, there we go. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, shit, at the top.
I
Oh.
saw too late.
And how long until we're going to get another P? Why can't I keep that W on the screen? Yeah,
I wasn't.
maybe two W's is the problem.
And I'll bang it up there.
Yeah. On the W, yeah. So there's a P gonna hit now. Okay, and there's a P gonna hit now up there as well at the top.
I'm going!
I'm trying to help.
I can't spell! Help me spell!
You need an A.
Okay.
It's paper.
I'm doing this as fast as I can!
Now you need a P again.
Of course I do.
There you go, it's coming on screen now.
I'm going as fast as I can.
You need an E.
An E.
Yeah, E is the next one.
Okay.
This is how you English. And then it's R. That was a close one. There's the R's, get them.
Wallpaper.
Jeez.
Jesus.
Okay, that's more like what I thought it should be though, because that was a bit more like stressful.
Shut up.
So I like that more.
That's scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room?
No.
See, yeah, Dan agrees. Faster.
In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap.
You have to be faster.
There was also a tear along the
Dan
edge
knows
of the
what he's talking
wallpaper,
about.
wasn't there? If so...
Oh, hydrate before you dehydrate and a reload.
I did just have...
I'm gonna guess that's reloading on snacks, but Fliss did just eat some and I'm not eating right now.
Oh,
but I will go and get myself a drink. You ever sit for a long time in the ashes, just like... You like fish.
Ah, my chest. Okay. I said, okay.
You're right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper, see? It fits perfectly.
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hiyoko's body disappearing?
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that. But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
No, we can't. That scrap of paper stuck to the baton lighting was part of that wallpaper I found in the storage room. Is it connected to the sudden appearance of Hiyoko's body? If I trace it back from there, the answer should become clear. Alright, let's give this a try.
Logic dive.
I can't remember how to slow down and speed up.
Buttons. Break a circle, accelerate is X.
And triangle jump. Okay.
You have to jump. You also need the speed, don't you, when you jump? That's the thing. Question 1. It was hidden.
Why did Hiyoko's body suddenly appear at the crime scene? It was hidden. Obviously.
Speed up. Good work. Question 2.
Where did the killer use to hide her body? The wallpaper.
Yeah. But you didn't use the curtain.
Well.
I wonder if you know get enough speed on like the A area if you could jump the gap.
We can dream, Harold.
This is what the inside of Hajime's brain looks like.
It's weird, huh? How did the killer hide her body with the wallpaper?
They covered the pillar.
They did. They formed a wall.
Oh my god, the Chaos Emerald. It did it.
It's all coming together.
Chaos Emerald. I love you.
Chaos Control!
Got it. Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
What? They hid the pillar?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Hyoko's body was already there. However,
oh yeah,
because
that's
it was
very
concealed
obvious
within
now.
a slightly larger pillar,
Yeah.
I didn't realize that at the time.
How did we not notice that when we first looked at it?
I don't know.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar. So using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
The killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on them.
Imagine if you just walked straight back in there just to make sure you'd definitely seen what you'd seen.
Going to the trouble of
That'd have been too convenient.
And the pillar is very bold and risky.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Then, when was Hiyoko actually killed?
Good point. And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once. But what is that?
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monami 2.5D?
Terrible.
Don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
You're pretty noisy
Jeez,
for someone who eats mothballs.
So you said moth and not moss there.
I don't eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them. I knew it.
She
There are
says
so
moss
many
balls, though.
similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, but Hiyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
It's just to confuse people.
Yeah, to mix up the killing order.
See! The reason the killer imitated two of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Then, Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
Yep.
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
You me? If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
I'm not even crying.
No, so officially it's been made a rule that you can kill only 2 people maximum.
It's the same as the first game rule. You can never kill more than 2 as the killer.
Yeah, and only...
And also there can only be 1 killer at a time.
Yeah.
I'll
It's an
let you
official rule
sob
as
as
well.
much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
What a jerk!
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
How light. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather. Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Man, he's being annoying again.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed. How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
Common sense.
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
You're one to talk.
Anyway, if this continues, we're just going to talk in circles. I think it's best we clarify Ibuki's status when Hiyoko was killed. Never. Never.
Because you might need to talk every now and again.
I don't have to listen to you.
You should, though. I'm normally correct for that
When
stuff.
Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
Were there even
That'd be
any
the thing to
footprints at the
shoot.
crime scene?
Maybe her feet were on the floor. But she was like sitting or something. So instead, there'd be a mark on her ass.
That's not possible.
Weak, 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 I say! It doesn't
You
even
think you
pierce
don't
my
want
heart.
Ibuki's ass?
Shut up, you.
Oh wait, no, she's dead. We shouldn't talk like that.
Chiaki said Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed, but is that really true?
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's
Meow.
I am telling you to. Did you see her walking?
If her
Sonia.
feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
Try again.
There we go.
I agree with
I think it classed you as hitting the white bit there.
No, the fucking white noise. Heckin' white noise.
Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood. There were faint blood stains on the soles of her slippers.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
Then it's Hiyoko's blood.
Hyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
If Ibuki stepped on her blood,
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye!
No, Gundam Tanaka, I don't want to argue with you.
Is that it? A shepherd dressed
But he's
in
a
his
master of the
Sunday's
evil eye.
finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line. But, are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know. You're so frightened you can't even make a sound. It seems you've realized our difference in status. However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
I like his hamsters though.
I love his hamsters too. I can't remember how this works. Yeah, I know.
Slice the words, but don't slice when they got
Hold on.
orange things in.
There we go, sorry, I need to remember the slash. Oh, I can do left, right, up, down. Oh, that's great. Overturn, fast forward argument, fire truth bullet, select truth blade. Okay.
I'm pretty sure
You're
Fire
saying
Truth
the
Bullet's
blood on
the same.
Ibuki's feet belong to Hiyoko?
You need to
Ha!
put that stuff.
Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene.
You're not doing
There
very
was
well.
no blood. You can't step on blood that was never there. Just about one. Did you see a nice nightmare?
It's alright. Despite his exaggerated process, I feel like they've already an opening to the counter.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to... Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Allow me to cut through those words! That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all.
Yes, I do. If you look closely, there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right? Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding. Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating, so I don't think they had to go that far.
aside from Mikon, none of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikon's autopsy?
That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heater!
The time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yep. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now. Fine then. But regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Huh? Again? Didn't something like this happen last time, too?
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
Huh? Suicide.
The same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no Blacken to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Why me?
Nagito? What do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Hiyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hiyoko, and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
That's totally impossible! Then she never would have killed her to begin with!
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hiyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time.
Then she was alive! When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead. If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
That's some immense neck strength.
She hanged herself. Remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
I swear, like, her ex is like 2 drumsticks.
And
It is, yeah.
if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging. Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my mind. If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw?
Yeah, good point.
According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right? Then does that mean someone forced her to do it?
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
I don't know anything about that.
Don't say it all proud.
She was under the gullibility
It seems obvious
disease.
that the killer did something. So maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Then the video Hajime saw was actually live?
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
aside from those afflicted by the disease. If nobody has an alibi, then...
No, that's wrong!
It was near the end, I know I normally wait till the end, but it was near the end.
Yeah.
Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi. In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
Sorry.
You two have alibis?
You can hit her though, can't you?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikan and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together that morning.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime. Too much info.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
It's better if we think about it like that. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was?
Huh?
Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
The killer had a different reason? If that's the case, are we still in the killer's trap? Inside a trap set by one of us? If so, then whose? And what kind of trap is it?
Hiya!
Why, hello there, Monami! The moss balls sure look tasty today!
Stop it! Don't characterize me as someone who lives off moss balls!
And here's some chance time!
Whoa, what's that?
Now then, Monami's appeal time starts now!
Huh? Appeal time?
Your kind-hearted big brother is gonna give you the chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck! Show those jerks who treat you like a red-headed stepchild who's boss. That's 99% your fault. While you're whining, your time is already running out. So please make your appeal simple. About 30,000 words or so.
That's too long. It'll just be a boring appeal.
Come on, if your appeal is successful, there might be merchandise opportunities heading your way.
Then... I'm Usami, magical and miracle girl. Usami, I'm an itty-bitty girl who's sweet like milk.
Jeez, and I thought a certain robot's little sister was supposed to be the best.
What a disappointment!
Who are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever. I'm Monami. Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation. Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this? We were supposed to have a fun, friendly school trip, but it turned out all bloody instead. No! This definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this. Everyone, do your very best. Don't lose to yourself. And don't forget to save frequently.
The reason the killer did an imitation murder is a reason other than falsifying the murder sequence. Does something like that even exist?
Huh. It suddenly got quiet in here. Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
Man, this again.
If that's the case, It would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too. If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up forever!
But I'm thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie. About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hyoko's body was imitating, right?
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right? But Hyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape.
Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows.
Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I'm saying, Hyoko's murder wasn't.
What?
Hyoko's murder wasn't planned?
I understand that imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions?
It's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
Strange details? Like what?
Like, for example, why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
So, you're saying the truth behind Hyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
However, this is getting quite interesting. My 4 dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
Why Hyoko went to the music venue, if that's the key to all this. I need to find out, no matter the cost. Oh no.
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
I agree with that.
It's nice that you keep asking for consent.
It's just as Sonia said. She went to the music venue of her own free will.
So, exactly as I assumed.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Hyoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know? I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
There's no way she got abducted?
Hyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
The killer could have locked her door, right? Just to hide the fact Hyoko got abducted.
Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key. At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that...
I won't lose! Are you saying my gut was wrong? This could be my first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
No! That's not the issue.
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk. I'll shut you up right now. Hyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hyoko's room. Forcibly abducted her!
The girl is so small and weak-looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
But Hiyoko's room was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hiyoko locked the door herself.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
There's no reason for the killer to put the key in Hiyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on! Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed. There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer!
Oh, for fuck's sake, I pressed the wrong button.
She was abducted,
What
right?
do you like?
My gut is totally right after all! Hold on! Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up. There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer!
There we go.
Allow me to cut through those
Through her
words.
argument.
The reason Hiyoko's kimono was messed
Yeah,
up
that's one
was
of the long
because she
ones
was
we've had
able
that
to
wasn't
properly
like
wear
a
it.
continuous message
Wear
because we
her
didn't really know what we were doing.
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Hyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room. That is why I informed her.
Oh.
I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I
It sounds
suggested
weird,
that
right?
she use
Looking
it.
at how long her leg is there, she's not wearing underwear.
Then the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
Hajime, now's your chance. Make her admit defeat. Or better yet, make her do a little something something.
Hell no.
Then, the killer probably couldn't have assumed
she'd
that
do it, that's the
Hiyoko would go
thing.
to the music venue.
Though that may not apply to Sonia, since she provided Hiyoko with that information.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting this Sonia, you cretin. I'll put you and your hamsters 6 feet under.
Kazuichi, it seems you have quite the fashion sense. Do you want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
Gundam, please stop! For his sake!
Huh? What do you mean, for my sake?
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hiyoko get killed in the music venue?
The only thing I can think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
Coincidence?
When she went to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
It probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head. And without hesitation,
Killed Hiyoko.
because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan. Do you have any ideas?
Damn, we don't know the most important part.
The killer's plan from the beginning. I'm pretty sure we're very, very close.
Hey Nagito, any ideas?
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet?
Oh, am I allowed to speak? I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help from scum like me.
So what do you think?
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion. Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember. There was blood on Ibuki's slippers. So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue. So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
You know, we already finished talking about that a while ago.
I get what you're saying here.
Really? That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
Are you freaking kidding me? There's no limit to how useless you can be.
No, wait a minute. If Ibuki had blood on her feet, there'd be footprints all over the place if she kept walking around.
Strange. That's very strange.
This is strange? What's strange?
See, it's not something we finished talking about. Those footprints, there's still an important clue left that we completely overlooked. Just as Nagito said, if she had blood on her feet, she would have left footprints. Then why weren't there any footprints on the...
Stepladder.
What are you doing,
I can prove it with this!
Helping you get up there?
If Ibuki used the stepladder to hang herself, it's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
Huh? There weren't?
Yeah, that stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
You noticed such a small detail! How amazing! This is...
Oops, I skipped his bit where he's like talking about the talent of the chosen ultimate. What are you talking about? You were obviously leading us to this. That's why you brought up the suicide topic after all this time. Nagito Komaeda, you're definitely someone I shouldn't underestimate.
Yeah, you weirdo.
Didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder? Then, I think there's no doubt that she really did climb it. Unless there was something funny about that video.
I see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video,
But that's something only Hajime would know, since he's the only one who saw that video.
So, just as I thought, it comes down to that. The mystery surrounding this
You need to
incident
stop moving forward.
is contained in that video, and whether or not we can reach that hidden truth is all up to me.
Hajime, I leave it in your hands.
As long as I leave this to you, I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Yeah, I'll definitely try.
If there was some hidden clue in that video, you should have seen something strange as I watched it. I'm the only one who can clear that up. I'm the only one who actually saw that video. So I'm the only one who can do it. The hanging video that I saw, based on everything we know from the debates thus far, I should be able to figure out what's strange. There's no blood.
There's no blood on the side of the stepladder, yeah.
Here!
That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
Can you explain it to us?
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side, there was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder. However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital. There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
That is truly strange. If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene. But the stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
And there's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
It's possible those two stepladders were completely different.
Wait, are you saying there were two stepladders?
But where would you find another stepladder? There was only one stepladder in the music venue.
Then one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue. What do you mean?
You're suggesting that the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki! All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills. Is it okay to say that?
What are you two talking about?
The stepladder isn't the only thing that's different, huh? Chiaki said that the stepladder was at a different place, but if that's the case, the thing that's different between that video and the actual scene of the crime, is that thing the place where the killer did something? Oh boy!
Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah.
What's the question thing?
What's the difference between the video I saw and the actual crime scene?
Oh, where it's filmed. Hey, look, eyes immediately. No, I'm alright. Else? Yeah, you want those. Oh, there's an M. Film in. Oh, I got. Wow, this one's going pretty well. Oh, I had to say it, didn't I?
Thanks.
Oh, you want those
I know.
Oh, Gina at the bottom.
I know. There's nothing I could really do. Oh, for God's sake.
You put it right in front of another G, yeah. There's the O. And you want the C as well afterwards. A. Oh, there's an A. I'm in now. C.
Do I need an O?
You need an O. No, you need an I. You blew up the I. Grab the I. I.
God's sake.
You need an O now. There it is, it's going at the bottom.
I know.
Oh, that was close. And then an N. That's a long one, I found it.
I hurt my hand.
My favourite was
right.
when you put the L down in
Besides
that
the
place.
step
So,
ladder,
right,
the
it's like
film
everyone
must be
came in,
different
there's
too.
no way you could see it either.
What do you mean?
I mean, the video I saw was not filmed at the music venue. It was filmed somewhere else.
But the hospital monitor's supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know?
Then, there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera unit.
In order to show us that they filmed the video at the music venue instead of somewhere else, what did the killer do to the surveillance camera unit?
Well, they had to move it, didn't they, clearly? Logic dive. Let's go fast this time, we can do it.
I've been going fast. I need to get my things on.
New bearings.
Mhm.
That's an auto jump. Oh, that was close. Good thing you can move in the air. Question 1. Which part of the surveillance camera unit did the killer tamper with? The camera. Yellow, 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 yellow.
Oh, I can't get to yellow.
I like that they didn't tell you it was going to start having 3 questions now, or 3 answers.
Oh, well, you got to adapt, haven't you? A bit close.
Yeah, a bit too fast. Sorry, Sonic, we can't always listen to you. Question 2. Is the music venue on you? Oh, that's work. I'm a bit dizzy.
Huh.
Oh, you missed the ability to do some sick tricks of. Bang it.
Oh, yeah.
There you go, now you can do sick tricks. Oh.
No, I'm not going to do sick tricks.
They took it with them.
it's all coming together.
Well, they had to take it with them. If they're doing it at a different location.
I don't understand how that works, though.
That's
What do you
it.
mean?
The killer just
They
brought
took the camera from the music venue. Because it wasn't a fixed
It
camera.
made me
Was
think
it?
it
It
was
was
a
just
live
brought
feed
over.
from the venue, when it was actually from somewhere else.
Then only the monitor was left in the music venue?
Yes, at least when I first discovered Ibuki's body. But when Hyoko's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
That means you should have realized that from the start and made this easier on all of us.
What an arsehole.
He did discover the body. I doubt his attention was focused on the camera.
Well, that's true, but in order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
The thing the killer did to the remaining monitor was destroyed it.
I see!
Flipped it.
The killer smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it.
They'll never know if I flip the
As long as
camera
it was in
over.
pieces,
Or the
you
monitor
would be able
over.
to tell if the camera was actually there or not. My attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer
Maybe you got
put
the
back the
ultimate
camera
perception.
they took.
Where you're like, even I wouldn't notice.
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel.
The fact that it was able to connect between the hospital and the music venue is amazing enough.
Which means even if it was filmed in another place, as long as it was transmitting to the hospital, the range would be pretty limited. If that's the case, where was the video filmed to make it look like it was filmed at the music venue?
It has
The
to
only
be.
possibility is that place inside that building.
It's got to be the hospital.
Yeah, it's gotta be the hospital. Oh, we gotta do Hangman's Gambit again.
Okay, it's not the hospital.
Oh my god.
N.
It's the conference room.
What's that in there? Oh, they just automatically
Yeah.
touch each other. Try and keep that O in a good place, because you'll need that. Oh.
I can't, unfortunately.
Where's the C? That E looks weird. There we go. She needs to do English.
Yeah.
Spelling for you. Okay.
I know it's an
next
O.
one. Yeah. And
So N.
yeah.
Then it'll be an F.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
They appeared right next to each other, basically.
Yeah. Which makes this really fucking awkward.
Just move those ones to the other side, maybe. Like the N and the F that are moving together.
Well, no, I'm hoping another N will come through.
You can just hold on to the N. Oh, no, you can't really, can you?
No, because I have to pick up other things.
Oh, that's an F. There's the N. Okay, it's E next. Okay, that N made its way off finally. Yeah, you don't need that anymore. There you go.
I know, I was trying to get off. It's an R next.
Yes, it is. It's the green one, that was blooming close.
Yeah, they blew up when they were that close previously. Need another E, yeah?
Yes. Ooh.
And then another N.
Yeah. Try and keep that E if you can down there, if you can keep an eye on it. There you go. You need to see. Oh, beneath it, beneath it, beneath it, beneath it.
I have to get rid of it.
Sorry, yeah. I just thought I'd tell you very quickly. There's the C you need as well. That's great. I'm gonna trust that you know how to spell the word room.
Oh no, it's too difficult, man.
Oh.
Ah! Fuck!
You blew it up, didn't you?
Yes, obviously, I blew it up.
Don't you get nitty with me.
I'll get as nifty with you as I want. You skate the others.
I'm ensuring that those that are listening and not watching know what you did. To go,
I'm not as... I was about to say I'm not as
this
fucking
entire time.
Yeah. It's because it knows.
Maybe it's within distance of the letter that you need. Does like the letters that are around it?
Possibly.
Possible that it was filmed at the hospital's conference room.
Huh? Conference room?
But the hospital and the music venue look completely different.
That's exactly why the killer did something to make those two places resemble each other.
To make the conference room look like the music venue, the killer went ahead and did some work. I've got to make clear what that work was.
I think we're getting close to the end on this one now.
I think so too.
There's no way the conference room...
The other one's only two people it could technically be, I think, from here.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Or did they make some kind of set?
Or they might have tampered with the camera.
I still can't believe he mixed up the filming locations.
Okay.
Hajime, you're pretty stupid.
How dare you? Don't be a bitch.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look...
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue?
Goddamn. Is it just because there was still too much what's on there? Oh, did you?
Damn it!
It was...
There's no way the conference room and
That's
the
my
music
fault. I
venue...
nodded at something
Did
because
the
I thought it
conference
was
room look
right.
like the music venue?
Of course, the music venue looks like the
Or did
music
the music
venue.
venue look like the conference room?
That must
Sorry.
be it.
Yeah.
I was getting ahead of myself because we watched it through once, so I was like, yeah, it's him that says the thing.
What the killer did was
And I forgot that he said two things.
make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room.
Don't you nod
They
at me
did
like
that
a-
by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain. But after the incident, it somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
Oh yeah? Well, your face looks stupid!
That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like a conference room?
In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light-blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
I see. The conference room. Indeed. The same color as the music venue stage. So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor matched.
Matching floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
Something else the killer did to make the music venue look like a conference room. It's gotta be that.
Use the candle.
I can prove it with this! You're referring to the candle in the music venue, right? In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. But if you think about it, that's pretty strange. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
That might have been another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence. The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming. That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect. With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up. So I didn't find anything when I went there.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime. It's occurring in the conference room.
I feel like I've heard Bayside Cop say that before, but isn't it the other way around?
If Ibuki's Hangin video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No, that's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
That video was filmed at the conference room, but Ibuki's body was at the music venue, which means there was a fake somewhere. That fake must have been the Ibuki in the conference room.
I see!
I like that one of them was like the Hiyoko.
The person wearing the hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki. It was the killer pretending to be Ibuki. The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hint bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
By that time,
There's
the
only
real
one
Ibuki
person.
must have already been killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
So that's what happened. Then no matter how quickly I ran, it was impossible for me to rescue Ibuki. At that moment, I was already in the killer's trap. And the one who set a trap for me was...
But why did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
The reason the killer made a fake video... There's only one possibility I can think of. And if I examine that possibility thoroughly, then naturally the killer's identity will reveal itself.
Huh?
You fiend! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
That's right.
I like Hajime a lot more than I like
Makoto was a wet blanket.
Feels more protagonisty.
He does. I should have already known who the killer is. He's the only person who had access to them. Good, and has been saying some really shifty shit.
You're the only one!
You can. Because she knew shifty shit.
You're the killer, aren't you?
What are you talking about?
Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hiyoko?
Killer? Huh? I'm the killer? What is this?
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible? A chick like her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her first.
She's right! A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the question!
But we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and Mikan have an alibi.
It's just a coincidence!
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room. Is that also a coincidence?
Shouldn't you get some rest already? You should be exhausted from nursing without any sleep, right?
If you insist, I will use the on-call room upstairs. You must be mentally exhausted, so it's better if you relax in the lobby instead.
At that time, you said you were going to the on-call room, but you actually went to the conference room. That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming. By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music venue. And showed that to me. Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Not only that, the others in the hospital, Akane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
So that must mean...
Please, wait a second. What are you saying? I'm the killer? That's impossible. There's no way I could kill someone.
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
Just shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
Wrong! It's totally wrong! It's not what you think!
Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together. I mean, Mikan is the killer?
I agree. It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
That slow-witted remark is not necessary.
It's fine. I've been like this for a long time. In a tournament for social punching bags, I'd easily win first place with my soft reputation. Even I can't deny that. How many times do I have to tell you? It's impossible for me to kill someone. I'm serious. Very serious.
What do you say, Hajime?
Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
Do you hate me that much, Hajime?
Making a girl cry. Not cool, Hajime.
Oh, fuck off.
Hey, Hajime!
Making a killer cry because that's what you do. I'm so gentle and soft. I slit a little girl's throat and got someone else to hang themselves.
Oh, you say little girl. She's the same age as her, but...
She got a little girl to hang herself.
You got a girl to hang herself as well.
Yeah, a young woman. There we go. Everyone's ganging up on me. Of course, because everybody will go to the defense of someone who's a weak, helpless little pup.
Yeah.
Just give her a slap, she'll be fine. Tricks aside, logic aside, is she really capable of doing something like this? Yes, she's medically trained.
She's also the only one that knew about the temperature thing, making it harder to judge time of death.
Exactly, and she also knew the whole thing about, like, if you put tape over someone's
The compression.
throat. Yeah, even though when the heart stops, but you don't know how long it takes for the heart to stop, it would gush everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm making a mistake? No, in fact, it'd be much easier if I was wrong. If I have this much doubt about someone I've spent so much time with...
Can you hold on a minute?
Huh?
Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this.
What are you saying?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time. I thought it was suspicious all along, from the very beginning. Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
What? Are you serious?
I've been so focused on everybody else this trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it, right?
You better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
Actually, this is a game!
Please don't say such controversial statements.
Well, what do you know, Nagito?
Is he being honest, or is he spreading
big,
bull again?
Really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Dang! That's a huge deal!
A decisive clue? Does something like that really exist?
Let's take a look, shall we? Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from, this rope was supplied by the supermarket, right?
Sorry.
There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this rope. And keep in mind that it's brand new. Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly. But why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this. The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her. The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
Hold on. I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along. What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
So this rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well go search another place.
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too. Just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
And then, I finished speaking.
How is that a decisive clue?
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
Nagito's words contained a decisive clue? Is that really true?
If that's right, wouldn't you have rope burns on your hand?
Yeah.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Oh, there's another frickin'...
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know.
Sorry. Try
so the one
again.
you tried to fire at a
Ibuki didn't
tiny
die
thing
from
and
hanging.
over it's still white noise.
It's fucking
She was
stupid.
strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're the scars they leave.
Scars? You mean...
But we believed it was from a... Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Okay.
That must be it!
Got it!
His face, he's like, yeah!
Yeah.
So that's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time.
There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right?
Yes, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself.
I see. So Ibuki died by hanging herself.
You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Mikan?
That is... well...
You told us the wrong cause
So
of death.
Nagito knew from
You
that
lied,
one
didn't
line,
you?
basically, that she was the murderer.
Yeah.
You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling just by looking. You, Mikan, the ultimate nurse.
Please wait! First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that. That's why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
You were right. And you have been a great help to us so far.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
He's totally right. I'm such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
Mikan nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her. It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikan because she was nursing her.
So Mikan volunteered to nurse us? Because she was planning to do this all along?
That's a little... Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Mikan is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
You've got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you. I just can't forgive this crime at all.
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikan is the killer.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off, I guess. But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
But I'm really, really not the killer. There's no way I'm capable of killing someone.
Is that really true?
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't stop! I don't want to do this either. Of course I don't want to do this. But I need to do this.
You doubt your friends?
That's not it. I suspect them because I want to believe them.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict. 'Cause if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it.
If you want to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first. Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Huh? Is that all you can say? So in the end, you're all just a bunch of bullies,
evil voice.
huh? Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault. Everyone always treats me like that. Always. It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem. I'm done with that! You hear me? I'm done!
Hey, Mikan!
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Not fair! Why won't you forgive me? If you did something wrong, you'd forgive yourself right away! What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Is acting like this your strategy now? Well, this is annoying. Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit it? That's the issue.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some?
Huh?
I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still, the truth is one of us murdered two of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair.
Chiaki.
Hey, Mikan, can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched?
Like I said, it obviously wasn't me.
Can you prove it?
Prove it? Wait. Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video? That's right! Show me your proof! Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room. Treating me like a killer based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital. That's totally crazy!
You only sound like three voices in this.
Why does everybody always hate me?
Yeah.
Just forgive me already!
Don't find someone we
Is
were
this
talking on
broad
Monday.
really
You said
okay?
that like Mikan
She's emotionally unstable.
Hiyoko are very similar voice wise.
Monami. Yeah, very similar voices.
So at least you kind of get Monami's voice over there.
I never filmed that video!
You think this one has a
Seems she
secret ending like
finally
the other one
started
did?
arguing for us. But the only one who
Well, you
can
know the
find the
first game
hole
had
in
the
her
secret ending that
argument
we got.
Yeah.
is you,
I think this one
Hajime.
has it as well.
No.
So, I'm going to leave this to you once again.
Could it be, was this Chiaki's goal all along? She's saying everyone's fate depends on me. The only person who saw that video.
You get to decide I'm the killer. Where's your proof? Please, forgive me already!
She sounds like a pick me, and that really annoys me.
Pick me, girl.
Yeah, or pick me person.
I know
I
what
need
you
to
mean.
make up my mind. I'm the one who has to do it. I'm the one who's going to finish this.
The question is, though, would this be a case of victim fighting back? But I don't think it really is, because she was going to kill Ibuki. And Ibuki
I think personally she had the despair problem, and obviously she's such a caring person, she does the opposite.
Ah, she had the despair disease as well.
Mm-hmm.
We can't think of anybody else other than you.
Well, I guess, yeah, because she was
video.
staying with them, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Huh? Do you have any proof?
Or she cared way too much.
Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight?
Oh, wow.
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Ah.
Don't flinch, don't hesitate, don't run away.
It's the one where you absorb dudes.
I'm the one who saw that video. Who else is going to do it if I don't?
That's interesting. This is the first time you've had to absorb one this entire trial, isn't it?
We can't think of anybody else other than who could have filmed that.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
You know what's weird?
Is that really your
I
proof?
both like and dislike the voice she's using at the moment. I think that's probably because I'm so used to her saying
Just
it
from that
like
video?
talking normally.
Just from that camera angle?
I'll shoot through that contradiction.
How does she know the camera angle?
Mikan, you've committed a major mistake.
Mistake?
As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
What's wrong with that?
But I never said anything about the camera angle. So how can you say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself?
The only reason Mikan knew the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
This is your just reward.
Is he going to say he can't forgive it because,
The more
again, they didn't
desperately
ask
you
him for
argue,
help?
the deeper you dig yourself into a hole. You lied, didn't you?
Are you serious? Is it true, Mikan? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
Forgive me!
No.
Huh? I was wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it?
I mean, it's impossible.
Possible?
You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
That tote bag. Isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How do you know so much about that video?
Who cares about that? More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater? Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right? Whoopsie! Don't worry about it.
I like they just added it to that picture. That is clearly not there.
There's no mistake. That tote bag is a limited item.
Monokuma told us you get two.
So don't you think it's impossible?
Yes.
Using one tote
Or at least we
bag
know
in
that they
both
got
the
two.
conference room and the music venue at the same time? It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. Don't you think? That's why that video isn't fabricated. And I'm not the killer. So you'll forgive me, right?
Taking your stubbornness this far. Such despair.
Then you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
All she ever wants is forgiveness. It's disgusting. She's not really sorry.
No, she's not sorry.
Long time no see. Well, not really. It's time for that third panic attack. Panic talk action. This is probably going to be my last job during a class trial. Please humour me while I taint your ears one last time. Starting from this PTA, the reload and ammo features will be added. You will no longer be able to make do with just the X button. Below the temper mark in the lower portion of the screen, number of bullets displayed. From this point on, you need one bullet to destroy one remark. When you're out of bullets, you won't be able to destroy remarks no matter how much you mash the X button. You'll be able to refresh your bullets by pressing square. Okay, I can do that. Bullets not refreshed. Yeah, all your ammo will completely refreshed and will not run out during fever time. I guess this is a pretty useless explanation, even though it was the last one. That should be all the explanations for class trials. The rest is up to you. You should be able to find it beyond this point. What you and I are both feeling full of true despair. Well then, good luck and have fun.
I'll keep explaining it until you forgive me! That bag is a limited item!
Wait, you yearn for true despair.
That's why that crime is impossible for anyone to pull off.
This chick, has she lost it for good?
Will you forgive me? You'll forgive me, right? Isn't that right? You're obviously gonna forgive me, right?
At this rate, we're not getting anywhere. I gotta do something and end this. I gotta do something so I can make her admit it. Square, isn't it?
Square's to reload.
You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Why only me?
Reload.
Please, draw on me. Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me. Do you understand?
Oh, your stock's infinite now.
Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want.
She did everything at the same
for!
time.
Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me? You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Why only me? There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in two.
This is the
There's
end!
the bonus prize.
Beautiful.
That's a very smutty face.
Monokuma mentioned this earlier.
When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes.
Whoever bought that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize. Which means it's not impossible to use that bag in two separate places. So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
Why? Why can't you forgive me? Why?
What you did was unforgivable.
Desperate struggle is
Yeah, we've
finally
continually
coming
said
to
that
an
this is
end.
unforgivable.
Why does everybody always hate me? You should just forgive me already!
Mikon, it's already over. After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left, please just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
See what we got. Stock one. That's already there. Oh. Down, destroy it. Put glue on there. Okay, from the beginning. So that's all good. He ran. What did the killer do after the broadcast? One. Put that up there.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Oh, that was simple.
The key to this incident
Wow.
is the surveillance
Yeah, that
camera
was fast.
video that only I saw. That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime. When I went to the hospital with Mikon this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time. When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music venue. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music venue, so I immediately headed over there. But that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance. And then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time, when in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake. I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside, and as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue and began working on their last trick. First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music venue, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko and me. They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it. And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out. Isn't that right, Mikon? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't like that face on her.
Whoa! Now she's laughing?
It's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down upon you. This feeling of despair!
Mikon, you... What has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time.
Oh, bloody hell.
How'd we do?
It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Let's go!
I feel like I only found 2 Monokumas.
You already have the other 3.
Oh, it's 5, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, her hair's brown there. She has brown hair?
Yeah, Mikan has brown hair.
Oh, I thought it was like black.
Well now.
It's dark brown.
Now then, though it may be obvious at this point,
Correct.
you got it right once again. That's like 3 in a row. That's right. The droid entry of the horrifying Blackened who killed 2 girls was Mikan Sumiki.
Damn it.
You gotta be shitting me. Are you saying Mikan, the one who nursed us back to health, was the one who killed them?
I won't forgive you.
Don't joke around with me, Mikan. Did you lie to us all along? Were you planning to kill them from the start while you were nursing them?
Hey! No, just laugh and say something. This is going nowhere.
What's going on?
This chick.
Hey.
This is nothing like Peko. She's actually gone mental.
That's obvious.
There's nothing we can do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Mikan Sumiki we knew.
Huh?
Hey.
Based on my predictions, she might have caught it too. She probably had the despair disease, which was the motive for this case.
What?
Mikan too, you say?
I
know, because I was looking at Mikan for so long. She was the one taking care of me, after all. My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair. A despair so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained.
Hold on. Did you say Mikan also had the despair disease? Then that means she was...
What?
Huh? Hajime, has something crossed your mind?
My body's heavy. No, not just heavy, it's somewhat soft and really hot. That's right, Mikan felt really hot at that time. Now that I think about it, that must have been high fever, just like what Ibuki and Akane had.
It cannot be.
Then, because of that disease, Mikan was...
Perhaps...
The symptoms that she surely felt must have been deserving of the name despair disease. Losing all hope and harboring despair for all hope. Because of the despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair.
See?
That's the reason why she can still laugh in such a hopeless situation.
Jeez.
Which means the Mikan standing before us is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person now that she's infected with the despair disease.
Isn't that right?
She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair.
Ultimate despair?
That's the reason why I cannot forgive this. I mean, killing someone for the sake of despair instead of for the sake of hope.
Possible.
There's no way I can forgive that.
Oh? For the sake of despair? That's completely wrong.
Huh? Wrong? Wrong? What's wrong?
What I did was for the sake of my beloved.
No, what the fuck?
Huh?
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 Who are you talking about?
If only they were still alive, they'd be so happy. I know.
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who never hated me. They forgave my existence. They forgave me and accepted me. They gave me value. They loved me. I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full. This is my reciprocation.
She fucking weird.
I understand that I've done something unforgivable. But you know, to transcend all that is truly
love.
What love is all about.
Hey.
I don't understand what you're saying.
You don't understand? Is it because you don't have anyone to love?
No, I love Hajime.
Is it because you're also someone who isn't accepted by anyone?
No, Hajime accepts me.
What a pity. I feel sorry for you.
Hajime, tell her.
Well, even if I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand, but love is a wonderful thing. This feeling of freedom where you no longer care about anything. My beloved and I are the only ones within that thin veil, and I'm just looking out through it. That's why, as long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, kick me, it's like nothing matters. I could just die. That's how little it matters. Who cares about hope or despair? It's love. Only love.
Could it be?
Nagito, is this really the despair disease you were talking about?
This is...
It seems that I was wrong. Not only was she affected by despair.
You were half right. It's right to say that this is all thanks to that disease. Because, thanks to that disease, I was able to remember my beloved.
Remember?
Apparently that's what my symptom was. Oh, what a wonderful symptom.
Which means you had the remembering disease.
But
But that means she remembered something and ended up like this.
despair.
Are you saying you were like this from the start? Were you like this before we even came to the island?
Don't get so angry. First of all, the reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was all your fault, you know? Because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I'm the person I am today because of many human relationships. So, it's everybody's fault that I turned out like this, you see? Even so, the current me was most strongly influenced by my beloved's existence. And it was also my beloved who created the me that everyone can't forgive. But my beloved still forgives me and still accepts me. That is the key difference between all of you and my beloved.
Don't fuck with me!
Like I said, who the fuck are you talking about?
Are you saying this is Mikan? She's the real Mikan? Mikan, please answer me. Did you really remember? You ended like this all because you remembered? There's no way I can believe that! There's no way the person you are right now is the real Mikan.
Oh, you still doubt me? Then, to prove I remember, I'll tell you all something nice. It's about the World Ender organization that you all were worrying about.
You serious?
You know?
Not know, I just remembered, that's all. I knew about it all along, how that horrifying organization known as World Ender is also the organization known as the Future Foundation.
Future Foundation. Future. That's right, that symbol in the ancient ruin stores. That's right. It was the Japanese word for future. Sorry.
Hey.
Just what is the Future Foundation? What are they planning?
As the name suggests, that organization is the World Ender. The Future Foundation is trying to end our world. To put it simply, they're trying to claim the world for themselves.
This is bad.
Oh, what the heck? This isn't a comic book, you know?
As part of their plan to end the world, the Future Foundation brought us to this island. Isn't that right, mon ami?
I knew it! Monami, Monokuma, you're both members of that crazy organization, aren't they? Monami and I aren't members. I am Monokuma! My existence is entirely my own.
Hey.
Don't laugh. Hey, Mikan, if you really do remember, then you already know, right? You know the true identity of the traitor hiding among us.
Of course I know that. Let's see. The Future Foundation lackey that's hiding among you all is... Oh, well, no one really cares about that, don't you think?
Of course not!
Oh, hell no!
You'll find out eventually, so there's no need to be so impatient. Probably when that countdown ends.
Countdown? You even know about that?
Oh, I don't know anything.
Huh?
I have a feeling that's what it is, but who cares about that, you know? I'm drowning in so much love. From the bottom of my heart, I just don't care about anyone or anything.
That is...
Mikan, is this really you?
I won't believe it. There's no way I can believe you were like this all along. Because if that's true, then who's the person we've been spending time with up until now?
The past.
Past?
That person. She didn't exist in the beginning. She's just my past self who lost her school memories. You guys considered that thing a friend?
Oh?
That doesn't make me happy at all. It just fills me with despair. You guys accepted my past self, but not my present self.
That's...
Well, that applies to you all as well. Memories of people, memories of events, whatever memory it is, losing memories are...
Do you understand?
Like losing your personal identity. Memory is the most important component in building a person, don't you think? Losing our memories makes us shadows of the past, don't you think?
Hey. I don't know what you're trying to say, but in the end, it always leads back to that story. That story about our stolen school lives.
Hey!
So, it was true all along. Our memories were really taken away.
Damn it!
If it wasn't true, we wouldn't be suffering this much.
Well, why don't you just take your sweet time and remember at your own pace? Oh, Monokuma! Is it alright for you to start now?
Yes, indeed!
Punishment time?
Damn it, why? Mikan, why does it have to end like this? This is too pointless. This is too much.
Now then,
I prepared a
special punishment.
Oh yeah, I forgot that it says this automatically.
For the ultimate nurse. You can say for the ultimate. Say for the ultimate nurse.
For the ultimate nurse, Mikan Sumiki.
So it's over. It's really... Now I can go to my beloved, who always forgives me. I can finally see them. Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
It's kind of funny who her beloved is.
Hmm?
It's funny who her beloved is.
Yeah, who is it?
Well, you'll see. You'll see them.
Oh, she's in a hospital though. Bye-bye, ouchies.
Bye-bye, ouchies.
That's a view. She's riding a giant fist. I'm confused.
God.
Oh, okay. Weird.
It's finished. Is it really finished? The killer who killed Ibuki Miyoda and Hiyoko Saionji was Mikan Sumiki, and she's been executed. She apparently committed a crime because she was afflicted by the despair disease. So what? What's finished? Nobody wanted it to end this way.
Let me ask.
Was that Mikan from earlier? Was that her true form? Or was that itself a symptom of the despair disease?
Damn it.
It doesn't matter either way. If she ended up like that just from remembering, then all along, Mikan was never worth being a symbol of hope.
But...
Even if her words were influenced by the despair disease. If the disease turned her into that, if she lost herself to a simple disease, she was definitely unworthy of being a symbol of hope.
Isn't that right?
So, let's just move on. Come on, let's take all this despair and change it into hope.
Please wait! That is impossible. I mean, I thought we were friends this whole time, but even so...
Like a house of cards collapsing in an instant. In the end, our friend we thought we knew ended up showing us a completely different side of herself. And she vanished from our sight, leaving behind only her malice toward us. And now there's no way we can just move on or try to have a clear-cut attitude about these feelings. It's clearly impossible.
Damn it!
Would have been so much easier if she was the traitor, too.
Wrong.
Too bad. That's not the case. Mikan was not the traitor.
Come on.
The traitor is still alive. As proof, see how fine Monami looks right now.
I am not fine at all.
But if the traitor died, you wouldn't be this calm, right? I mean, you're both pawns for the Future Foundation, so you guys are like two hearts beating as one, right?
You fiend.
What does that make you, fiend? You did say that you're different than Monami.
Phew.
Who cares about who I am? More importantly, I'm tired. The drama just keeps going and going. I didn't even have time to eat my black bean right eye during the break.
Hey! Your right eye is made out of black beans?
Hey!
Wait, now's not the time to focus on that. What are you trying to say?
Hey,
You know, isn't it said that life has its ups and downs? It's fun because downs come after ups. But if life was full of downs, wouldn't it get boring? So, in order to help you guys feel better, I prepared a special event.
Special event?
Head over to the First Island Beach. An old friend will be waiting there.
Old friend? Huh? Could it be Nekomaru?
Hey!
Is it Nekomaru was saved after all?
Safe. How should I say this? I knew it. I knew that crazy bastard Nekomaru wouldn't come back to us in one piece.
Awesome! We're just starting to see the light of hope.
The light of hope? I am happy Nekomaru is returning to us, but I...
So just as
Three
I
of our
thought.
friends just died, so I honestly cannot be happy.
Miss Sonia.
However,
Even so, I am still happy. If Nekomaru is safe, I am truly happy.
Fine.
If you are happy, you should honestly greet him with open arms. Perhaps those who have been taken from us would do the same if they still lived.
Hey, Supreme Overlord, who gives a shit? That line doesn't suit you at all.
Silence! I shall crush you into dust.
Ibuki, Hyoko, Mikan, can you hear us? If you are unhappy, I apologize. However, please, forgive me for right now. I want to warmly welcome Nekomaru when he returns to us.
You don't have to worry, Sonia. I'm sure your feelings are reaching them.
Right? Then, let's all go greet Nekomaru. Let's make it grand, even for those who have died.
Huh? What the heck? Do I still have the after effects of that disease? I don't get this at all. Connie.
Alright!
Alrighty then, let's go!
Yeah, you're right.
Nekomaru coming back. When we heard that, we were unable to contain our excitement as we jumped into the elevator.
Man, they just ran off without listening to what I had to say.
unbelievable.
Jeez, they're so impatient. Didn't they learn to stick around until others have finished talking?
What does that mean?
Hey!
You're plotting something again, aren't you?
No way!
I'm not plotting anything. I was just trying to properly explain everything to them, including Nekomaru's body.
Huh? Nekomaru's body?
It's their fault for not sticking around until I finish talking. So if something happens because of that, I bear no responsibility.
What did you do to Nekomaru?
What's this?
What did I do? I just saved him, that's all. I mean, if I didn't do that, there's no way I could have saved someone who was that close to death. So it just couldn't be helped.
As soon as we exited the elevator, we started running.
Hurry! To the beach on the first island!
Alright!
Let's haul ass! Even though our minds were completely exhausted, strangely enough our bodies felt light. Without stopping for anything, we kept right on running toward the beach on the first island.
Where in the world is Nekomaru?
Hey!
Hey, Nekomaru! Show yourself!
Listen! We have come to pick you up! Please, hurry up and come out of hiding! We raised our voices, we looked around the area. We raised our voices again, we looked around the area again. And so on and so forth, we kept looking for him. But...
Hey!
What the hell, man? He's nowhere to be found.
Damn it!
Could it be? Do we get false info from Monokuma again?
And that's when it happened. We heard a familiar voice echo throughout the beach.
What happened?
Were y'all looking for me?
could it be?
My voice could not
That
take his
voice.
voice right now.
With high hopes in our hearts, we turned toward the direction of the voice, and then we saw something truly unbelievable.
Huh? What the?
Yo! I've kept you waiting. Hey, what's going on? Perhaps you don't remember my face since we haven't seen each other in a while. That's pretty sad, you know? That's too much!
Who are you?
Huh? You too? What's going on? If you're messing with me, I'll stop doing it to you.
Nekomaru? Haven't you noticed it yourself?
What do you mean, noticed? Oh, you mean this body? This is nothing! The name's Nekomaru Nidai!
Oh.
I've been reborn in the rivers of hell!
He's a robot.
Woo!
Kinda cool.
It is nifty, eh?
9 days left. 4 hours, 34 minutes, and 14 seconds.
14 hours, 34 minutes, even.
What did I say? Did I say 15?
4 hours.
Okay, well, you're giving them more time.
Chapter 3, Trapped by the Ocean Sun. And
Surviving students. 9. To be continued. Is it medicine or social skill? Bronze.
We will save as per usual. So, we will hop back into this one again next Wednesday. It has run a little longer than usual. We have noticed that happens quite a bit. So, what we might do is we might start doing shorter recordings of Danganronpa. See where it falls, see where it hits. Of course, if it doesn't work, then obviously we'll go back. But yeah, again, you can watch all of our Danganronpa series, the second one, on our YouTube VODs, the Powered Up Couple VODs. Check us out, it's on our Twitch page. Again, if you're not already following us, follow us on Twitter, so you can always get the lowdown of when we're streaming, what we're streaming, and how. We will be back again on Friday with Matt playing The Evil Within.
Yeah.
It's not a simple game, and it's pretty evil, and I'm within my full rights to say it's pretty scary.
Within your full rights,
I do believe it's within my full rights to say that.
I've been Matt.
And I've been Fliss.
And as always, stay powered up.